right now, so I'm gonna sit there for a week. I hate how creative they're getting. What's next? Creative. I am mostly right touch.
It's Friday Night Live with your host, your brother Nico, and the Freak, and recently escaped from the basement, Hoodies. And now for the car wreck of the show, welcome to the Cross and Fizz. And we're live.
What is up, beautiful people? It's Wolf for the Miko.
I am a Freak, and welcome to the show.
It's good to see you guys tonight. Of course, we have some of the leaks and rumors for the Space Marine Codex. So, Space Marines!
As a 90-year-old would say it.
The only right way to say it.
It's true.
I can't wait until Space Marine 2, but I am going to miss that there's no war boss screaming Space Marine in that one.
It's true.
So how are y'all doing tonight? Chat disconnected, chat reconnected. Okay. A little glitch in the matrix there for a second.
We
But
are
how
in the
the-
Matrix.
I say what? What'd you say, Freaky? Freaky?
I don't remember. Did I say something? I'm so sleepy. I'm saying things, and I'm like, what?
Sleeping, Z. There's only one way to wake you up. Dark Tide Stream. Let's go.
That you tempt me with a good time.
Lady Dragon, good to see you. Greetings to my brothers in Texas.
Alcohol. No, not tonight.
How's the head, by the way?
That's fine. That was actually something pretty hard. I was pretty much sobering up towards the end.
Who took my dice, Ultramarines and beyond, says, have an amazing night, gents. You rock as always and keep being awesome. Well, tell your face to keep being awesome.
Ooh. Hold on.
Emotional damage.
Deep Lady D says, you I tried to talk D to moving to Texas recently. Oh, the emotional damage. Oh. Well, that would be awesome, Lady Dragon. Oh. It has been a week. What about you, brother? How's your week been?
It definitely has been a week. I mean, it's one of those, hasn't been extraordinarily good, hasn't been extraordinarily bad. It's kind of like, meh. Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah, I mean, ups and downs as always,
Yeah,
right?
life. Adulting sucks, but it
Yeah.
is what it is, man.
My standard response lately is, how you doing? Hey, man, I'm great aside from work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, man.
Except for, that main thing that takes up at least 40 hours of my life.
But yeah, I mean, the alternative could be far worse.
True that. It's true that. All right. So, let's talk about some of the better parts of life. Let's talk about hobby. Goodness.
Hobby!
What you got for a poke chop, baby?
Well, one of the things that I put on my my dry erase board, my whiteboard.
That's right. The whiteboard is back, baby.
The whiteboard is back, and I have been staying on target. I did finish one thing on it, which was finished one of the Mini Ninja videos. Another thing on there is work on this Storm Surge for Roxas, and he is coming along just nicely. Let me get a little. There we go.
I like the first Mini Ninja. I started the second Mini Ninja and then had to go into a meeting. I need to finish it.
But
That
yeah,
Storm Surge is looking great.
it's slowly getting there. I'm really liking the blue, you know, and I'm not sure if I'm crazy about the yellow. It looks a little too yellow for me. That is the Monument Paints.
It's a very vibrant yellow.
Very vibrant, and I'm not quite sure I like it. So, although I think that kind of yellow would look good on like plasma. Maybe.
Plasma, even missiles, like
absolutely.
little things you want to pop.
Yeah, this is just a little too bright for it. But aside from that, I am making progress with that, and then after I do that, I'm going to work on the tanks as well. So, but yeah, it's actually cool to kind of start getting some traction on those. Really excited because I'm liking how it's actually turning out. I think I was telling Oni, maybe you, I don't remember.
We're all the same, right?
You all look the same. I mean, same everything. Same beard, same hairstyle. And basically, it's like, I really didn't do anything with it because I wasn't really comfortable. I wasn't sure if it. I think it was you. I wasn't sure of the colors, and I just didn't feel like I was doing it justice. So I'm like,
I know the feeling.
Hate my life, don't want to mess with it. I was like, it'll sit there for about 4 years, and it has.
But on the bright side, our skill set has come a long way in 4 years.
Well, I guess that's a consolation. Sorry, Roxas. Yay, Roxas, you should be.
I mean, yes, we've had it too long. But on this similar note, I was feeling the same way. This is okay. I mean, it's basic, right?
Sure, yeah.
It's very basic compared to what I do now.
Yep.
And I'm feeling the same. Like.
Yep. Do it.
So I think this guy's going to go in the bath tonight. I need to find his brothers. And I want to bring it up to what I can currently do.
Yeah. So this is kind of how I started it. This is the colors that the Storm Surge had, and you can see this is, oh my gosh. For me, it just.
Although you did give that one some depth too. I like on the blues how there is shading and highlights.
I did, and I probably will still do that, but I am not crazy. And you know what? I'll probably just pass that same color on to where I already have some of that blue. That way it'll kind of bring that same blue, the SD F1 color theme. Onto this, because everything else looks fine. I mean, it needs to touch up. It's got more dust than anything else. Jeez. But yeah, I think overall, once you get that Gundam blue on there, I think it's gonna look fantastic. And that's what I was aiming for with this guy here. Big difference, because this had that deep blue, ocean blue, if you will, and it just did not. It didn't look anywhere related to the SDF-1.
I think when we talked earlier, it was too much two competing primary colors were like just grabbing through your attention, right?
Yeah.
And so this one, like the red is still vibrant, the blue is not that like super, primary blue, and so
Right.
it's not like both competing for your attention.
Yeah, and so this here, it's actually eye-catching for me. I actually like how it looks. I'm looking, I'm like, oh, that looks freaking good. Who did that? Oh, that was me. And you get excited because it looks decent. Yeah, and so I do like that color. It matches. It goes really well with the thematic. The theme of Gundam. The SDF
Robotech, right?
Yeah, yep. And gorgeous colors. And I sit there and watch it, and so I had to do a little combination, some color matching on that, because although I do have a color that's similar, it needed a little bit of the green to kind of give a slight aqua tone to it, and so it seemed to work out just fine.
Lady Dragon says it looks amazing from where I'm sitting,
Thank you
where
so
I'm
much,
seeing it,
lady.
and love the yellow. It contrasts well, making it pop.
It is very popping. I think it's. I don't know. I think it might be a little too much pop for my taste. Let's go back there. There it is. I mean, it looks like it should be a light or something. It's a beacon. Oh, it's glowing. So it's just, I don't know. It's not. I am not a fan of the canary. It's not. It's one of the things that I kind of was concerned about going with Imperial Fists because I just didn't want yellow. I am not a yellow fan, but I do like yellow. I mean, it's not necessarily yellow canary. It's kind of a gold yellow, right? So this is kind of what I really gravitate to. So I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I may tone that head down a little bit, just a little, and see where we go from there. But yeah, like I said, I'm actually happy. I actually have some progress with that particular project, and the fact that I've actually got some hobby news. That's actually fun to be able to, share with y'all. Another thing. Oh my goodness, I have a couple of things. So finally got a couple of things in. I've been ordering stuff like crazy. Ordered the LCD display for your printer, your 3D printer, and I'm hoping it looks the same size, everything looks identical, so I'm really excited and I'm very hopeful that it's going to work. I also did order the extra RAM for my gaming server, and so now that's actually, I was really nervous about that, man. I popped that in, so I started whining and coming up like, yay, it's working. So I have that going on, and a bunch of other little projects. Oh, we also got one of our viewers. We've got their box for the lovely Roxy. So we started getting our collection of Orky stuff, and hopefully, guys, you can start sending those in. If you have any questions on that, or you're not sure what it's all about, please let us know, and we'll let you know. One of our wonderful community friends here on the Frosted and Fizz, Roxy Derivita. She goes by, I forgot what
Hammer Smash Face.
Yeah, and she had a mishap in her home, and she lost everything. She lost a lot of her hobby stuff, and unfortunately, it can be costly, right? Plastic crack is not cheap, and she's a huge orc fan, right? She's a great painter, by the way, incredible hobbyist. So basically what we did a video and a call to arms to go and to see if we can help Roxy by, if you want to donate cash, if you want to donate models, STL files, whatever you want to donate that is Orky, to reach out to us, let us know so we can go ahead and because whenever we get it, we'll want to get it all one lump sum and just ship it to her. So she's going to get one big badass box right at the doorstep. It was really nice because the box that we got comes with a personal note, and we're going to make sure that goes to Roxy and that she gets to read it and, let her really enjoy that from you guys. So really excited.
As a proud Orc member for as long as we've been on YouTube, and I think, she's always been like big into orcs. We'd like to get her the box there sometime for October. That's possible. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I'm planning to start doing some printing since it's over. So.
By the way, I know I said I'd get you some resin for that. I'm just waiting until the first of the month, so that way we can add this next month of Patreon stuff. Funds to go into donations for.
Yeah, I'm excited, man, and we'll print all kinds of stuff. I may even print her that Rex. I think she'd like that. I'd really love to see her paint that up.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, so I think it'll be really cool. So, any guys, if you would like to donate anything, it doesn't even have to be bits. It could be brushes. It could be paint. Whatever whatever you feel in your heart to give, guys. And it's we're just having it centralized to here because we don't want to get it lost, and we don't want to put her address out either.
Right.
I don't care. I live in the middle of nowhere, and nobody's gonna come find me if you do. So yeah. But yeah, if you like to donate, let me know. I'll send you a link to the form that you can fill out. That lets us know how you want us to contact, because we're not gonna. If you don't want to be called, we're not gonna call you. If you don't want to be texted, we're not gonna text you. If you'd rather email or whatever, you tell us the best form of communication, and that's the way we'll do it. And what we'll do is we'll give you the address to send it, and then we'll let you know once it's arrived, and then we'll actually we'll notify you through all the process. Once it's shipped to its final destination, which is at Roxy's door. So we're really hoping that you can help. Again, we're not asking for a whole lot, and I almost feel like I should put the Sarah McLachlan music, but no, I mean, it's just a nice gesture just to say, hey, this is from the community, we're trying to help each other out, and I would hope that in a time of need, me or Mythos or anybody else in this community, if you're needing something, that we can help you as well. So that's what it's all about, guys. It's just about helping a brother or sister out, and be there for them.
Absolutely.
So just let us know if you're interested. You can even you can hit us up on the Discord. Mythos, just tell them all the ways that they can reach us out, because I think you have more.
If you know me on Facebook, Mythos Christianati, you can always reach out to me directly. Freak has I don't know if you want to post in the chat there. Freak has a form you can use as well. Also, there's our Instagram. You can hit us up by. There's our Discord, as he mentioned. I will get a link to our Discord right meow. Because I was prepared for this. Copy link. There we go. And Bob's your uncle. Boom.
Bob,
you can hit us up on Facebook.
Not my
Discord.
uncle. Okay.
Facebook, Discord, Instagram, Frost and Fist. We also have a Frost and Fist Facebook page. Hit us up any of those ways. Gmail, frost.and.fists@gmail.com, because somebody thought that they were being clever when they started this channel.
Dumbass.
You can hit us up any of those ways. And like I said, Freak's actually got a form you could use to simplify the process. That just helps us organize everything. So that is the preferred way, is use the form. But if you are more comfortable just reaching out to us on Messenger or whatever, you can do that too.
There it is. It's a jot form. And basically, when you hit submit, it's going to hit me up in an email, and then we're going to respond using our Frost and Fist email. Just let you know, hey, we got your info. We're going to go ahead and reach out. And again, if you can mark how you want to be contacted, how do you want like to be communicated, right? You want to be, you'd rather text, we'll do text. You'd rather email, we'll do email. You'd rather an actual phone call, we can do that.
You guys like long walks on the beach?
Yeah. Pina coladas. Yeah, I'm really sentimental kind of guy, So yeah, let us know in that style. We'll do it. But one thing's for sure is that we will communicate like crazy. We're going to let you know. Well, we'll be very transparent and all that because it's just how we are. I mean, we gain nothing here on this. So...
Lupus Canna says, evening, peeps. Smash that like button, peeps. Cheers. Good evening, my
Cheers,
brother.
Cheers, brother. Cheers, mate.
You're talking about the overly bright head on the Storm Surge. You said, hit it with a bucket of Grimdark. Tower just way too clean. It makes my spidey sense twitch.
You're not wrong, mate.
And Nate Smith said, be back later, have to take my kids to netball. Or take my kid to netball. Drive safely. Good luck to your kid at netball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Time for me to look up what is netball.
Oh, netball. I thought you said nutball. I can relate to nutball. I have been called that so many times.
Netball is a sport played on a rectangular court by 2 teams of 7 players. Primary objective to shoot the ball through. So it's basketball?
That sounds like
preventing the opposing team from shooting through their own.
Is it not basketball?
Okay.
Netball, Net.
Wait, I think that's one. What's the difference? Yeah, it's actually one of the top Google questions after looking up netball. What is the difference between netball and basketball? Netball is similar to basketball, although the rules, equipment, and team numbers are different. There's no dribbling, no running with the ball. 7 players, ball passed within 3 seconds. Ball and basket slightly smaller, no backboard. Oh, there's no backboard.
Whoa. Oh, that's a little different.
Players dedicated to certain areas.
It sounds antagonizing. I'm not sure
no dribbling or running with the ball. I guess that means as soon as you get the ball, you either got to
yeet it.
Shoot it or pass it. Yeah. And it says within 3 seconds, so I guess there's no holding for more than 3 seconds.
No, man, could you imagine? Grab it. I'd be like, oh, what do I do? Oh.
Well, remember.
Sorry, team.
They pass the ball to me before I make any plays. I'm screaming out, yeet! And if you're underneath the net getting ready to go for a slam dunk, you got to scream Leroy Jenkins.
Oh, yeah. Leroy! Oh, my gosh. Another thing that I have been doing for part of my hobby update. So the like I said, the Ram showed up, and so I started playing a little bit of Conan, but I've been playing a lot of Dark Tide. That is such a fun game. So I'm slow. I don't know what it is, but for some reason I have this thing about playing PvP with playing with other players in general. I've never really had that. I used to play WoW all the time. Never had an issue. I used to go on raids, and then just something happened where I just kind of hermited myself away. I didn't want to be around people. I didn't want to really play around people. So I'm not sure what that was about. I know it's psychological, I'm sure. But lately I've actually, been dipping my toes back out in the waters of cooperative, with people that I don't know. Just different. It's very different for me. And so I'm just now venturing out, and I've been really enjoying it. One of the games I used to play like that, I had no problem, was Team Fortress 2. Man, I used to play the hell out of that, and I used to play with other people that I didn't know. And man, I didn't care if I did good or bad. Man, I had a good time. And playing Dark Tide just kind of reminded me how much fun it is to actually play with good players, and for the most part they are, and just had a really fun time, man. We've been doing really good. It's been fun. We've been playing with Atlas, We're still trying to get an opportunity to play Diablo 4 with Brother Thomas, Hellchild. So hopefully we'll get an opportunity. He did say that he would be available Sunday. So I told him Sunday afternoon might work for me. So I don't know what time you're planning to. You're going to fly out on Monday or Sunday or
Monday.
or you Monday. You flying out early or in the midday?
Super early.
Super early, so can't be up too late. So maybe I don't know. Maybe early in the afternoon we can get a couple games with him or not. But anyway, that's kind of where we're at right now. But yeah, it's been pretty okay.
Chat, let us know what you've been working on. I guess I have to post boring comments to get noticed.
Who's that? Who said that?
Steve.
Who?
He responded to your alcohol comment earlier.
What? Who is that?
Steve. Oni.
Who?
Oni.
I don't. Who's that? Do we know that guy?
Hamers with coffee. I found you all. I was lost in the chord maze after Twister dropped me in this weird world. Did you have to
man, you better go back. You better go back to that Twister and tell it to take you back, because
he's not sure you want to be in this world.
Yeah. You better, no, man, this ain't home. No, you put me back. You get your butt back here and take me home.
Oh my God. I'm sitting here grabbing the
Please qualify that word, sir. Grabbing the what?
Grabbing the news for this week.
No.
And the new Space Wolf stuff looks good. I mean, Space Wolf for Heresy, but still.
Yes, the Heresy. Oh, so I was watching Chapter Master Valric. He was showcasing it, and I was like, oh my goodness. Oh, dude, you see the heads?
I'm still clicking.
Oh, dude, that's what Space Wolf should look like.
Y'all ignore that. I mean, if y'all want to look at the Warhammer community article, you can. But I meant to post that to Freak for the news this week. I just posted it to the chat.
Oh, hey, y'all want to see? This is what we're looking at.
All right, so we've got two articles from G-Dubs regarding the new codex. And
did you go over your pork chop, my brother? Because I don't remember.
No, I was just pulling it up while you were talking.
Oh, okay.
I'm still coming around. I just brought it up because I accidentally posted the one link in the chat instead of to you. Professional.
Very.
Recreated the new segment for my Thursday streams. You have to take a couple shots and paint like that.
That was.
I can't though. I've got the pancreatitis.
Yeah, that was a very interesting. So it would kind of bled over into me playing with Mythos. Oh, I just realized. So I was sort of kind of blitzed when I painted this. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. I was thinking, you know what? I think it looks good. I was thinking it was looking good when I was painting it, but then I told Oni, I said, man, I don't know. For all I know, I could be painting my dog's face, thinking I'm doing my storm search here. And I do see where I try to use the airbrush to kind of paint like the hood, this part, and I got a little bit on the I got some misstrokes, but for the most part it looks pretty decent. Yeah, I mean, not bad for being a little bug.
Although he was especially fun to play with some Dark Tide with last night after his shots for sure. I was like, oh, so you want to do a level 3 mission with just the two of us, right? He said, hell, man, yeah, man, let's go. And so I actually queued us up. Man, he halfway sobered up real quick. He's like, oh shit, you put it for real?
I was like, why is it done? Why are we dying? Who does this? Better painter blitzed or not. I don't know. I actually did pretty good. I thought it was going to be bad. I thought it was going to be bad, dude. It's funny because I remember more of our hangout and painting than I did playing with Mythos. You know, there were spots there, you know, I mean, towards the end, I was pretty much sobering up. We were playing for a good while. But, yeah, doing that, I was like, I remember how happy I was. I was like, yeah, this is awesome, you know? And
Yeah.
I'm sure I got loud. I get very loud. I get like, I hope I wasn't obnoxious loud. My brother is like that. He gets so obnoxious. I can't stand him. He's like, hey, you know, he's all in your face. And
I think it's a good thing that your hobby room is on the other side of your garage now. Because remember when your
it was in my
hobby room was right next door to your bedroom, and
yeah,
the lovely Mrs. Freak would have to come knock on the door and say, you know what time it is?
Every freaking, oh my God. Yeah. It's funny because, so it was not, yeah, it was right next to the bedroom.
Like literally
And-
through the wall.
Oh my God. And we'll be playing or talking or whatever, and she'll come in. There was times she came into the live stream. And she's like, "Can you tuck him down?" I'm like, "Sorry." Oh my God. Normally Freak doesn't talk much on the Friday stream, lol. I typically don't. I'm kind of like more in the background, kind of, you know, because Mythos kind of has all of the technical stuff for Warhammer, and I learn a lot from him, and yeah, pretty much.
Before we go on to my pork chop, everybody, I don't have a whole lot for Art of the Week. Since we just started back up Art of the Week a few weeks ago, we don't have the amount of Art of the Week coming through that we used to. So if anybody has any Art of the Week they want to share, please feel free to send it to your wolf brother, and we'll make sure to get it put up.
Yeah, we don't care if you did with crayons. Trust me, I eat them. Yeah, just perfectly fine.
You're not a crown eater. Those are our fine Marines, like Brother Hellchild and Brother Marine.
Oh, they're crayon eaters. I think they grow crayons in their backyard. Just for that.
He said that he wasn't saying it's a bad thing. It makes the stream go by faster when you get all chatty.
That's if I have anything good to say. Typically, I don't. Typically, I'm kind of like, Warhammer? Oh, Warhammer. Yes,
You don't have
Freak,
to say
but
anything.
what about Warhammer? Warhammer! Just like, Timber! You know, Warhammer. So, yeah, Marines. Hell yeah, we do. Proud crayon eater right there, man.
Good to see you, Marine, my friend.
You had a lot to say last night's stream. Yeah, I did. I was a little chatty Cathy, wasn't I? Then again, so my neighbor shows up. And I have good neighbors. All right, we were supposed to. I was supposed to jump on this paint chat with Brother Steve, with Oni, and by the way, he's doing a really, really cool paint and chat every Thursday night on his Twitch channel. And anyway, he invited me to come and hang out with him, and said, "All right, yeah, I can do that." I was getting everything ready, getting the camera ready, and then my wife says, "Hey, our neighbor's coming over, and he's bringing drinks." So I tell my brother Oni, I said, "Brother, you know what, man? I'm sorry. I hate to do this. I'm planning to come back. I'm leaving everything set up. I'm just gonna go and say hi to my neighbors, talk with them a little bit, drink a little bit, and then come back, and we should be fine. He goes, "It's all good, man." He was so gracious. It was all good, brother. I'm like, okay, fine. So I get over there, and I'm meeting up with him and him and his wife, man, and me and my wife were talking, and he hands me a red Solo cup, and I'm like, oh, this looks good. And it was delicious. It was a watermelon. It was some kind of like I likened it to a watermelon daiquiri, but what is that?
That was Oni's homepage on Twitch. I was pulling up the link so I could post it in the chat.
Oh, what was that? What was playing?
Probably an ad of some sort. I don't know.
Oh, weird. So anyway, so it was more of a daiquiri or like some kind of. It was between a daiquiri and a margarita, but with actual watermelon. It was really good. And drinking that, it was pretty stout. And we were just chatting, laughing it up, and trying to, like, all right, you know what? I'm got to figure a way to drink and go. But as I started drinking more, started getting a little more chill, and I'm like, so, started getting a little more chatty Cathy, and then I'm thinking, okay, now my drink is empty, and I'm like, I'm not a quitter. So I run into my cabinet and I get the Martell and then to the fridge to get my Coke Zero. Do a little mixing there and started knocking them back. And I'm like, I love y'all. I love you all. It's like, oh man. So by the time I came back and got onto the live stream, I'm pretty sure I was pretty loud. I started chatting with Oni. We started painting. It was fun. So, yeah, man.
Yeah. Marine says, you're talking about moonshine.
I wish you was. I've had moonshine. I've had good stuff. But yeah, we had a good time. So that's kind of something I'm gonna try to do on Thursday nights with them, just to get on and do a paint and chat. That's if or when I can. But it was definitely an enjoyable time. Really had a blast. Gave me a little more motivation to do some painting as well and get some more work done. So pretty fun.
If you would like to catch Oni's painting streams as well, I just dropped his Twitch link into the chat there. But it's just Twitch TV/Oni Paints. Please follow our brother. Give him a follow. Check him out, and show him some love and support.
You weren't loud, by the way. Okay, good. I'm glad because you're like, don't get loud with me, mister. Don't you get loud.
Mondays is other games, and Thursdays is GW stuff. Very nice.
Awesome, man. Yeah.
I think I was loud. I just came in at the very end there. Yeah, your mic was kind of spiking.
Yeah, I think you were probably eating the mic. Probably what it was. Sounded fine to me. I think again.
My pork chop this week. I finished up my 10 Tactical Marines and Marnius Calgar, which I will throw on the ground. I mean, I will show you guys and hold up to the camera and then not be able to show you. And then I'll be like, you know what? I'll just put some pics in the chat later. And that's
I like it. No, you can see them pretty good.
Hey, there we go.
Nice little highlights on them. Good.
Thank you.
Good.
I really, really, really like... my main highlight color is the Monument Hobbies Blue. It's really good. I kind of wish I had the Monument Hobbies Blue. There's nothing wrong with this one. It's just a touch brighter when I did the Rhino that goes with them. But since the Tacticals will be riding in the Rhino, I kind of wish I had the Monument Hobbies paint around when I painted this.
Makes sense.
But yeah, finally, in fact, I need to put that in to my hobby here. But yeah, that is my main hobby this week. I did go back because all of the other stuff I did before I really started with my monument hobbies, and I pulled a freak and mixed up my own color, adding a little bit of the darker, more purpley imperial blue mixed with the monument hobbies.
What did you do?
I did a little bit of mixing my own color. I pulled a freak as my base colors to start with pre-highlights, and I mixed a 50-50 imperial blue from Vallejo with Pro Acryl, Monument Hobbies Pro Acryl blue, and got this nice, really rich purpley blue tone.
Here, I'll go ahead and hold on. Let me.
But yeah, I think that's just a really lovely color, and it's around the same kind of like brightness level, almost a similar shade to just like GW's McCrag blue, but there's more depth of color. It's got a little more of the purpley tones instead of just the straight flat blue like McCrag blue. So I really normally before I would start with McCrag blue and then do up my highlights to 11 and then bring it down. But I don't know, there's just adding in these two colors together really gives that same kind of mid blue or slightly darker blue, a much more rich, like I said, there's a depth of color with that purpley kind of tint to it.
Absolutely, dude. That's freaking awesome. It looks great, man. And I like it because the royal blue actually gives it kind of like a little purplish hue to it. It's really cool. Kind of gives it a nice little, like you said, depth. So it looks pretty good.
I was I don't remember what I was doing when I put those two colors together, but once I did it, I was like, part of my coverage for my base coats with the McCrag blue didn't come out too well, so I went back to add in some of the darker spots there for the shadow, and I was like, oh man, I really like this purpley kind of tint to the shadow. So then I went back and did it again.
Okay,
and
I need to ask you. So what made you do that? I mean, because you're like, I don't mix colors. I buy the colors. I will not be mixing things. I go to the store.
I see what you're doing, because I use the high pinky voice when I talk about I mix my own colors. Okay. No, what made me do that was when I did my captain here, because he's such a chunky boy compared to
call me names. I'm sensitive.
Compared to a regular Space Marine. Hey, Richard Smith, good to see you, my brother. Big loves. Now back to sleep. Get some good rest, brother. So good of you to stop by, and I really appreciate you. Big loves. Hugs right back to you, my brother. Rest well. But the Primaris Terminator Captain I painted up so much bigger than his counterparts, right? And so there was a lot more surface area where when I wanted to add in the shadow, I put that purpley imperial blue color in the shadow here. But on these smaller models, I don't have as much room to make it purpley and dark. But if I went too dark, the blue I wanted to be the end result color on top, I thought it'd be a little bit kind of a stark difference. Mm-hmm. If I just did straight purple, right, with this one. So I didn't want it to be a stark difference. And so that's why when I was wanting to compare it to this, on the smaller model, I was like, well, let me mix it in with some of the blue so that way it's not too stark of a difference. And I think I was kind of going, after we had watched that Kenny Boucher video, and he's like, you got to show some respect between the colors. Yeah. And mix in a little bit of each color and marry them together. Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's
I like
exactly
that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Kenny
about,
Boucher
dude.
was my reason for
He's your inspiration. Yeah. So I found this one of his recent tutorials using the airbrush, and I love watching them. And I know it's so basic, but I love going back to some of the basics in case I miss something, and sure enough, I'm like, oh wow, you know what? I think I don't do that, but I want to start doing that. And so I told Mithras about it. And he goes, yeah, send me the link. So sent them the link, and yep, look, he's a color scientist. You know, I don't know. He's mixing colors and doing all kinds of weird stuff. So.
Yeah, it was really good airbrushing piece, like, you know, that he was doing. And of course, he's now a digital teacher. He's got an online course that he runs. So some of it was like, this is the basics of what I do. If you want to go more in depth with it, I've got my course. But he wasn't like, it wasn't like, you know, like sometimes when people do that, it's just a big ad for the paywall that they have.
Right.
But no, he was dropping some really good knowledge for, you know, what he was showing us and talking about.
Yep.
So I really appreciated it.
Yeah,
And
he
like I
even
said,
touched
it made
on
me-
Zenithal. He it's nice. He actually touched on a lot of the different techniques that he does. Because and don't get me wrong, what he was doing was so basic and foundational. Because we've seen his after his work. I mean, it's just mind blowing. And but it was kind of cool to kind of, you know, see him do the. Oh, there goes my stupid camera. Bloody hell!
All right,
That was
dark
cool,
patch.
right? It's gonna happen, man. Getting over this. So I left my camera on apparently, and it did kill the battery. So it's like, so I got to let it charge a little bit before it can actually. So yeah, I'm gonna be in the dark. I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me.
Don't joke about that too much. You might be sitting in the dark a little bit.
Oh crap! Don't. Look at this. It's sad. You know, when I'm talking, just this darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
This looks like a technical difficulty screen.
There it is again.
Frosted Fist.
Professional.
I love to watch these games called Observation Duty that some of the YouTubers are doing. Oh, that'd be a pretty good one for your channel. Why didn't I think about that before?
What?
Dude, with your ADHD, I think you'd be great at the freaking Observation Duty games.
Which is that?
Oh, I'll send you. But anyways, when it's fixing a glitch in the system, a glitch in the matrix, or an anomaly, makes like a boop, kind of like technical difficulty ring. And this is what makes me think of anytime it goes to the black frosted fist text on your screen.
Like, boo, just flatline. Boo.
Yeah.
I mean, we have 9 viewers on right now that are like, oh, I came to this live stream for this. Oh, God.
Well, maybe you should put it back on the side to side, or maybe just like on my face. That way there's more than just text on it.
Yeah, I think I might do that because I mean they're like, okay, this is getting retarded. I mean, I'm watching a blank screen that says Frost and Fist. I thought we're coming to see a show, you know?
Yeah. You're right. We should give them something to watch.
Yeah. All right, here you go, guys. Watch this. Frost and Fist. It doesn't even say and. We didn't even bother to put and. We just put Frost Fists. I mean, it's like. You take this. Yeah, this is the show.
Why is your name just Frost Fist?
So it's Frost Fist. Ta-da!
Oh my goodness.
Only quality gaming here, baby. Let's see if we can turn it on. I'm going to make sure that it's plugged in all the way. Issue.
Okay, apparently second edition's been rocking around since '93. Oh. What was I doing in '93?
93. All right, let me turn it on. 93.
I like games. Hey there, my friend. Your box was received.
Yes, sir.
If yeah. Let's say if that's who I think it is. Yes.
Isaac?
Yes. Good to see you, my friend. We were just talking about your generosity and how
Yes.
you're the first physical donation we've received, and how we're still waiting on a few more orders to trickle in, but we want to try and get it to Roxy sometime during October, if that's possible.
Yep, man. Yeah, we were talking it up, man. At first I was like, "What is this box? I didn't order anything." And I'm like, "This box," and I opened it up, like, oh. Put it right back. It's sitting right back here right now. You can actually see it. It's underneath. There it is. Oh, hold on. You know what? There it is. so
Hope it's not just me. There's other stuff coming, and our own donations are coming after the first of the month hits. We're trying to, well, personally, yeah, we want to wait until our next round of Patreon kicks in, just that way we have a little more to throw into the donation bucket. A few more things we can.
It won't be just you. Yeah, we promise.
Yeah, it definitely will not.
Yeah, that's what I was actually rallying the community to. We're just, hey, we've already got our first box in. You guys are willing to help out. It would mean a lot, not just to us, but it would mean a lot to Roxy. The fact that we're rallying to kind of help her out. So.
Yep, and actually, a first box has already gone out. Commodore has sent a box over to Roxy directly. So.
Freaking awesome, man! Freaking awesome. So again, guys, go check out the if you want to help. Anyway, go to that link that I sent you guys. Matter of fact, I Like Games used it. Worked great. We got communication, and yeah, it's all up front and everything. So it's really, really cool. So yes, please go check out the actual link, and then when you hit submit, it'll actually send me an email directly, and then when we respond to you, we're going to respond using the Frost and Fist channel email. So
sweet. Which is a really, really pretentious frost.and.fist at gmail.com.
I remember when he showed that, and he goes, "All right, here's the email address. This says Frost dot," and he's reading it to me, and dot fist.
At the time, I wanted that the words of the channel to each be their own word. I had a reason at the time.
Why the dots? I mean, did you have I didn't understand why the dots. So I'm like,
so that way it wouldn't all just be one word, one nonsensical word. I wanted them to be actual.
He wanted to separate them. Yeah, he wanted to say. I mean, normally people would do that with underscores, but Mythos is like,
I'm gonna do them with dots.
Use dots. Dots. Oh, wait, you know what? Navi, we're gonna use dots. I don't believe in mixing colors because I personally buy the correct colors, freak. I feel that you waste so much time with such mediocre diatribes, but I personally get the correct color the first time. I do not play those games, and so we are going to name the channel Frost dot and dot fists at gmail.com. You're welcome, freak.
Oni gets it. Also, Oni said, "No people, just a screen. I'm out." And you know what? I want a refund.
Oh my gosh. Nice! Congrats! Hey, there's the lovely Roxy Glamour face. No, you're not late. You are forever on time, madam.
Roxy is neither early nor late.
Indeed. Roxy, I meant to ask you this because we are into this mixology theme right now. Do you mix colors whenever you want the right color, or do you buy the color? I'm curious if you're as bougie as hell as Mythos, or... Now, I'm just saying that tongue-in-cheek because Mythos just started doing a little mixing. So I'm just curious. Do you always miss? Yeah, my God. So...
No. Let's not get it twisted. I used to mix, and I started buying separate colors out of convenience to do the whole Trinity thing.
I didn't realize you mixed. You never told me you mixed. When
No,
did you...
I mean,
there was not a lot of mixing. When we first started out, we had
No,
one
that's what it
color.
was. When we first started out, that's what it was. I was on a budget, and I hadn't amassed my paints yet. So
there's only so much markers can buy. Shit, the markers, it's just you can't mix markers, bro.
But no, and then I was just like, as my paint collection grew, I started buying trilogies of colors so that way I could, just let naturally
changing his
layer.
story.
I'm not changing my story. You're the one who makes it sound like I have not always had the money for more paints. That's for sure.
No, I know.
In fact, my first paint set was a Master's Touch paint set from Walmart.
We used to use the cracker, not the cracker. I said Cracker Barrel.
Apple Barrel.
Apple Barrel.
Yeah, I still use it for all my basing and stuff like that. That doesn't need a lot.
Those are decent paints.
Yeah,
they're great.
But yeah, so for convenience and ease, I buy separate colors. But yeah, I had always done the high and mighty voice for you, who are like, one does not simply paint a color. I mix all my own.
Oh, now you get taken to me.
And then somebody asked you if you use pigments to weather your models, and you're like, I don't use pigments. I mix my own pigments, going with the artistic interpretation of pigments meaning different colors. And so he goes on this 30-minut talk about how
I grind the petals, and I mix my own pigments. Damn it!
The person in the chat goes ... I meant pigment weathering powders.
Hey, look, I'm literal. I'm sorry.
He goes ... for weathering, and he referenced his original question.
I'm literal. I'm sorry.
He heard the word pigment and blocked out the rest of that sentence.
Oh my God, I did. I was like, God, that's my life.
I only own 5 or 6 paints, and out of that, I mix my own pigments. Whatever the situation calls for, I can create that color.
I will grind the substance to that particular color in need, thus creating whatever hue.
Oh, Roxy getting me again with the, hey, he had to pass on the box set this year. He's had it rough.
She still sees all the boxes behind you, man. It's right there. It's like it's gonna fall on you. Dude, if you scoot your chair to...
No, you don't see anything. You don't see anything.
Dude, okay. How high is that? That's an 8-foot wall. So, yeah.
Primary colors? Never heard of them. Oni says he grinds all right. He grinds.
Man, I remember when I first started painting. Man, you were with me. You helped me pick out those colors because I had no idea. I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, okay, I don't know what colors to use. Well, and he showed me all the Citadel paint, and this is when we were at the old store. Yeah, this is before they moved.
Yep.
And look, they had a little rack. It
That's
wasn't
your
even that great.
You coming up?
It wasn't that great.
You coming up?
No, I'm not. I'm staying down here. Fine. And so one of the first paints was the old, Everland Sunset. The stuff was thick as mud. So thick. I had to tone it down so bad. But nobody told me to thin. I had no idea. So I'm just globbing this stuff on like just bathing.
Yeah, same thing with Razzie too.
Bathing this model with Avalon Sunset. You guys, if y'all have used it, that is a thick basing coat. It's like unbelievable. Anyway. And I'm showing Mythos, hey, look! You know, you bring, you know, when you're a kid, you bring your little painting to your mom. Look, Mom! I painted a squirrel. He goes, oh, yeah. We'll put it on the refrigerator. Yeah, no, man. That's, so yeah, it was pretty fun. Kitty! I think your cat's looking at a spirit, man.
That happens.
Yep. Your house is haunted. You're welcome.
Don't tell Razzie.
Probably knows by now. Yeah, you can see him just looking at it. It's like, oh, hey, there it goes. Oh, hey, there it goes. Oh, hey. So.
That's why Razzie hasn't visited in a while.
That could be it. He's watching the cat, you know? It's like, why is the cat low? Okay, I'm out.
Pay no attention.
Demons in here!
Pay no attention to the boxes behind the curtain. Only says in his defense, some of those boxes I gifted him. This is true. Turns out he just buys the empty boxes. Man, if you search on eBay, you can get them for a good price.
Oh my god.
All the facade. He's a peasant like the rest of us. Now more so than ever. Now more so than ever.
Goodness.
I've never had that issue with my Avalon Sunset. I think it's also partially the source. The old game store we used to go to, like, very seldom moved product with their paint, and definitely never rotated them out. And there was a lot of just old chunky paints we got in that shop.
Definitely chunky, definitely.
We eventually learned to buy our paints from different places.
Yeah.
Buy our models from there when we, to continue to, pay where we play, but paints we learned never from that particular store.
Yeah. Unless we knew for a fact that what he got was recent, and even then sometimes, I mean, we've always known that even GW stuff, their stock will sit up for a while before it gets rotated. So, but it was still fun. It didn't matter. We still had a good time. Yeah. Man, that kitty's having a good time staring at that demon right there.
There's demons in here. I've had that issue with White Scar. Yeah, a lot of people have that problem with White Scar, and Ceramite White's another one that's. Yeah.
Brother Thomas, there he bees. What's going on, bro?
What a baby!
Good stream Thursday, Oni. It really was. It was a good stream.
Definitely, those streams definitely have him thinking about the Nords from Conquest.
Yep, he's actually doing it. He's been doing some ordering. Bye, kitty. Hope you find your dad.
Okay, you can be on the counter, but not on the desktop, okay? I have to pull 2 of my models out of the painting challenge that I'm doing for Mini Warmut, because this sweet boy knocked over my Blade Guard veterans and snapped the shield and the sword off of 2 of my Blade Guard. The shield, I think, is savable. I'm going to do some filing and gluing, and no, not on the desk. Ugh. Thank you, sweet boy.
Too tired.
And
too high. Hey, tired and high. High and tired.
I think I can save the shield, so I've got a little filing to do to get it smooth again, make a solid contact point. The sword was not savable, and since thin, I think swords are one of the most difficult thing to do in resin, just because thin and snappable.
Yeah, yeah. They're really
so I ordered a GW plastic sword on eBay, and I'll be replacing that sword wrist there. So they're both still very usable models. I just need to wait for my replacement sword to come in, and they'll be good to go.
Sounds like a winner.
I have all these sculpting ideas. I heard you read out her last one. I only paint in the streams, leave the news to you guys. Well, painting is what you do best, brother.
Yes, sir.
A little announcement we finalized during Oni's Monday stream. I have gotten the green light from the Mrs. Kushernada, and at the end of October, we'll be the Frosted Fist will be representing at a local tournament, a doubles tournament. I have no idea which army I'm going to use. I might take my knights for ease of use. But a lot of that depends on, because like my knights are a legal army, legal and like all GW models army.
Right.
So that is something to consider. Oh, I actually forgot about. Oh, yeah, we just talked about this so much.
He is my son.
I mean, if you don't want to do it anymore, that's fine. You got to win because it's my birthday month. Oh, how fitting is that you are actually an Orktober baby.
Telling you, he is my son. Just ask any Chinese waitress, Chinese restaurant waitress.
I'll take my custodies. That's awesome. I figured they're very strong right now. You can take the Roxy special character for free. Nice. Is this a GW official, or is this just a friendly local gaming? Can I use third party? Is it wrong to bring liquid crowns to work? Probably. I'm still down. They have to remind me. As a treat, I need to pick up the Roxy special character model from Year Guts. I take it you have one of those, right, Roxy? Also, I asked earlier in the chat, would you mind sending me, or you could put it here if you want to, what your favored paints are, what do you already have, that kind of stuff, because it has been asked. I did. Okay, fair enough. It was in the pre-burn. It's there in a thermos. They think it's coffee. Oh, man. Goodness. All right. Rick, I think we're about to go into some news.
Yeah.
Before we do that, I need you to put on your best charm and talk to the beautiful people.
Warhammer! Oh, he left me. Oh, I hate him so much sometimes. Fine. I do not have charm. That is Mythos department. I have zero charm. None whatsoever. I do not do charm. I lack charm. I can sit here and talk about how much I absolutely have zero amounts of charm. So there you go. I, the freak, have no charm. Mythos is charm. Mythos is the embodiment of charm. As a matter of fact, that's why Mythos gets free pie. Because Mythos is charm. Freak is not. No. I don't know if you would call it charm. I would probably call it I don't know, annoyance. Why can't I? Come on, focus, camera. Yeah. Did Mythos ask me about paint, or was I hearing things? I thought I heard him ask you about paint. I like Gabe says, Roxy, they're holding your orcs hostage. No, we're not. No, she's gonna get her stuff. Definitely gonna get her stuff. And if we don't get anything by a certain time, we're just gonna send her what we have, and we'll just keep on going with it. But yeah. So I believe this Friday, Mithras and I are actually going to get together, and we are going to play, actually replay our 750 point escalation game that we were supposed to. When we tried or made an attempt, that's when things kind of went south. I had an issue where the AT&T shut my damn phone, and I couldn't get a hold of my wife, my family couldn't get a hold of her, and so yeah, things got a little hairy there. So, and we were both on our motorcycles, so yeah, was not feeling it that day. So we got to do a remake, and we're gonna do it this Friday. Well, yeah, next Friday, 1 week from today. We may not have an actual live stream, but we will probably pop on or pop in and out during the game, and just so we can say hi and let you see how the game's progressing. So we'll definitely keep you guys up to date on what we're doing. But yeah, we're going to be doing that 750 game on next Friday. Let's see here. Roxy said, except the IKEA ones. I'm not sure what this means. Not from those. I Like Game says, by the way, in my games today, running orcs, I shyly activated Wah, cause most of my army was gone. So my opponent yelled it for me, and then every other orc player echoed it and yelled it one after that. See, that's cool. Okay, I gotta give props for that, man. So anytime, if you know you're in the right place when you're like, wah, and somebody at the end, wah, wah, it's almost like the what's up, That is awesome, man.
In game 2, though, he yelled it and got an applause.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Yeah. Well, you get one from us. Wow!
Yeah.
Smash break.
Thanks, Grandpa.
I lost both games, but the game against Tyrannus was funny because my opponent would respawn bugs and I'd heal my mechs, so not much. Oh, respawn bugs and I would heal my mech, so not much happened. I did kill his big bug with my Gorkanaut. He's chopped his head off. Mythos with the 0. Yes, I love my 0. Watching your figure. Yes. Also, I got diabetes, so.
Diabetes.
That's
my favorite, man. The Cake Zero. That's what I was using on my Martel. Coke Zero actually does really well. Actually, Martel does really well with Coke Zero. And from what I hear, and I'm not sure if that's a thing or not, but I heard, and I could be wrong, you guys correct me, but apparently the Diet Cokes and the Coke Zeros make your buzz last longer? Anybody heard anything like that?
Not
I actually heard it from someone that worked at Specs. So again, could be a thing. I don't know.
Was that the Specs worker on our trip?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It was when we went to a con and we stopped at that really shady Specs that they actually had
an armed guard.
An armed guard, and he was the nicest guy. He acted like he worked there. Oh, what can I help you find?
Although I don't know, something about our group must have looked shady, because I don't know if you noticed, but we rolled up and all of us got out of the car. His hand gently drifted to his revolver on one hand, and the other hand drifted to his taser.
Yeah,
and I was just thinking to myself, "Yep, freaks here." So we got.
I even told him. I said, "See, look at this. We're rolling in a decent vehicle. This is a sedan. Has 4 doors. The tint is legal. There's nothing obscure or shady about this vehicle. This is probably the most common, well, I wouldn't say common, but it is a very reasonable looking vehicle. But my ass is going to get out of this, and this guy's going to say, oh, not today. Tase! So he approaches me. You know, and it's not like I was the only brown guy there. I mean, come on, you know, Mythos kind of brown. Jeez. It's like, so you guys need anything? Yeah, we're here to go in there. Am I parked in? And he goes, you might want to move a little bit because there were people where I'm like, oh, okay. He was just being nice. So we go in and he follows us in. So what can we help you find? Who's we? I don't see specks on your shirt, Homer. You know? I wasn't gonna be a butt. It was a weird. It was kind of odd, you know. This guy just following us into the specs, you know, and he was just being friendly, you know. But he was following me around, like
he did kind of like continue the conversation on you with wherever you.
Yeah, everywhere I went, he was like, you know, pretend like he's stocking shelves, and he just. So, can I help you find something? Are you in the right aisle? Yeah, I could probably get you the right help. What are you looking for? I said, I'm looking for cups. Oh, come over here. Oh, you're in the wrong spot. Come here. And I'm like literally following him around the store, and he shows me exactly where it was. Like, so it was like, hurry up and buy.
Roxy says like Beefeater and Coke. A little. That's Beefeater's gin, right? Gin and Coke. It's been a while since I've done any alcohol. Yeah, Beefeater gin.
Oh my goodness.
You said Migos is kind of brown too. Odie says he light-skinned it though. Roxy says Mythos could pass as literally anything. He's like that perfect combo to be ambiguous. Like Key and Peele, they do such a good job passing for anything in their skits. No matter what nationality or race they're playing in their skits, it always works. Oh, you know what? I need to update our link tree to include the Brother Oni and his Twitch channel. Reminds me of when I'd meet people at the edge of a parking lot at a grocery store to trade bits at night.
Not sketchy at all. Totally legit.
Especially if you hand over the bits in a Ziploc baggie.
You got the stuff.
Man,
you got the money. Oh man. Oh, there goes my camera again. Oh, for crying out loud.
That's all right. We're about to be on the news.
This is true. I hope for a good reason too, you know, because like to be on the news for a bad reason. All right. Let's get it on. We're gonna find out some.
You know, similarly, we would have similar parking lot meetings at our local game store that Freaky and I used to go to, because one of the guys at the store, I don't know what it was. He always had used models for armies he didn't run. And they were always being kind of like wonky condition. I think it's because he's a competitive player, and so maybe he would just buy a bunch of gray armies.
Yeah.
And anyways, he was kind of a trader of used items there. And also he had quote unquote a friend in ChinaCast. So people would go, to him for either used or ChinaCast stuff. And again, I'm not promoting ChinaCast, but hey, these days we all bring different stuff. But that's what happened at our store.
Yeah.
And anyways,
it got weird.
So our store owner, of course, he was like, hey, I don't mind y'all making arrangement to sell items between yourselves and stuff like that. But, I do sell the product in here. So could you not do it in the store?
Yeah.
And so anyways, we would all go to him and do these shady deals in the parking lot. Like, hey, man, you got a rhino? Yeah, man, I got a rhino. I'll meet you in the parking lot in 5 minutes.
Totally legit, man.
And he never said we couldn't talk about it in the store, but after that interaction of, hey, I'd prefer you guys not change money in the store because I do sell the product here. Anytime after that, all of us kind of whispered.
Yeah. Like
stuff for him. Like he's like, all right, man, I'll meet you in the parking lot in 5 minutes.
All right, we're good.
So it always felt like this, like shady deal we were doing in the parking lot.
We were really conducting some illegal shit. I mean, that's what it definitely boiled down to.
Even though he said, hey, I don't mind if y'all do it, just don't do it in here. And so somehow we took that. And I'm not saying me as Freak.
Don't do it, yeah.
I meant we as like our whole gaming community in the store. There was like 20 of us who used to go to this game store.
Yeah.
And
oh my god.
Yeah, just all of us somehow it became the culture of the store. If you were to buy from another player in the store, you would whisper at the table. You'd kind of go outside. You wouldn't go outside together.
Oh, and if somebody was getting loud, we're like, oh, wait, hey, shh, hey, no, not in here, man. Shh. Keep it on down low. What?
Man,
what? No,
be cool, man. Be cool.
Yeah, man. You don't want to we're gonna get kicked out. I'm not doing that. Calm down.
All right. I guess the news segment. Oh, there you go. First company in Firestorm's. So.
New detachment rules in the Codex. Space Marines get a first look at first companies and Firestorm assault forces. The next Codex, Space Marines, is almost ready for release, and with it comes a vast array of new rules for your Angels of Death. In particularly 6 new detachments join the Gladius Task Force, adding opportunities for characterful thematic forces specializing in vanguard troops, lightning assaults, and close-range firepower. But first, a major update. The Oath of Moment Army rule is changing. You still select 1 unit each turn to be your target, but now you only re-roll hit rolls against them instead of hit and wounds. What? That's horse crap. This will mean Space Marine players are going to be weak as hell and needs to choose another game to play because you're getting, I'm just joking, needs to choose their target more carefully, though there are new and updated skills across the factions that bring more opportunities to reroll ones. I can see that. From what I recall is that they're actually going to give more of the buffs to like the characters and captains and all that crap. Whatever. Warhammer Studio
stratagems too, so that might be included.
Well, I hope they up the ante on the strategy because we're only getting one CP per, and after the game, that's not a whole lot. Warhammer Studio has even shot a video to run through what else is in the book. Let's look at some of the new detachments in close detail, starting with the First Company Task Force. First Company Task Force. This detachment gives you a great opportunity to get the most out of the shiny new Terminators and Stern Guard veterans coming out alongside the Codex, as well as units of Blade Guard veterans and Vanguard veterans to their unique rules. Extremis level threat. Let them single out a target for certain destruction once per game and last across both your and your opponent's turns. There it is, Extremis level threat. It's the First Company's veterans have fought on the forefront, their chapters' wars, For many mortal lifespans, experience has taught them to identify the foe's lethal threats and to lead their battle brothers to purge them from existence. So once per battle, in your command phase, you can use this ability. If you do, until the start of your next command phase, each time a model from your army with the Oath of Moment ability makes an attack that targets your Oath of Moment target, then you can re-roll the wound rolls as well. So you have to pay.
It's right there.
Yeah, but you have to pay for it with the. Oh no, it's a detachment rule.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you have to actually have that particular detachment. Okay, so they just don't give it free nilly willy. You have to actually take this particular detachment in order to have the rune rolls.
There you go.
As well. Okay, not bad. No, it's kind of cool.
I Like Game says another solution is you can combo Oath Moment with Twin Linked. Well, oh, we got to see a little bit of that with your aggressors when we were playing.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
3 of the 4 enhancements, like Iron Resolve, which gives characters the Feel No Pain 5-up ability, allow a model to extend his own boost to an entire squad once per game. Their experience keeps them cool under pressure, and enemy charges find their attacks blunted by their legendary fortitude. So here it is, Iron Resolve, Adeptus Astartes Terminator, models only people. The bearer has the Feel No Pain 5-up ability. Once per battle, after the bearer's unit is selected as the target of one or more attacks, the bearer can use this enhancement. If it does, until the end of the phase, models in the bearer's unit have the Feel No Pain 5-up ability. So I'm not sure how I feel about that, because if you're running, I don't know if they may have changed them or not, but if you're running Assault Terminator, I mean, with the shields, you should have that 4-up Feel No Pain, or 4-up Invul save.
Yeah, Invul save, yeah.
Yeah.
But Terminators now have 4-up Feel No Pain anyway, so you don't even have to be the Assault Terminator.
Gotcha. Legendary Fortitude, that's the first company task force and battle tactic stratagem. It is 1 CP. When? Well, your opponent's charge phase, just after an enemy unit ends a charge move. What? The target, 1 Adeptus Astartes Terminator, Blade Guard, Veteran Squad, Stern Guard, Veteran Squad, blah, 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 unit from your army within engagement range of that enemy unit. The effect is until the end of the turn. Each time an attack is allocated to a model in your unit, you subtract 1 from the damage characteristics of that attack.
That's good. Okay. I mean, was that a stratagem?
It is a stratagem.
So,
it is.
I mean, if you put that all together, let's say you have a big blob of 10 Terminators, right?
Yep.
And then you take that Terminator Captain and you put the enhancement on them for that Feel No Pain. Now your Terminators have a 4-up invul with a 5-up Feel No Pain once per battle. And then on top of that, they get into combat. Somebody's got some great Terminator killers with damage 3 weapons, you know, whether it's a Thunder Hammer or whatever.
Yeah.
Something damage 3. And then you do this, and now you're taking 1 less damage every time. Or even if it's a 2 damage weapon, you bring it down to 1 damage. And you're going to be tanky as hell.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. So you can actually be, you can sustain a lot of the hits on this. That's actually not too bad. Nice combo.
Yeah.
The remaining detachments can be used by Space Marines of any chapter, but play into traits commonly associated with the 6 first founding chapters with, or who most closely follow the Codex Astartes. So, if you want to mount the heavy static defense in the mode of the Imperial Fist, you are not obliged to paint your troops yellow. Even have to dig in sometimes. Space Sharks!
Yeah.
Likewise, the Salamanders may be famous for their flame and melta firepower, but the Firestorm Assault Force offers opportunities for all kinds of close-range gunnery. So this is kind of, I don't know, man. Again, I don't know how I feel about this. You're basically, yeah, anybody can be an Imperial Fist.
I mean, I think it's better than Imperial Fist rules being the weakest, right? Also, you don't have to be stuck to the same ignore cover rule all the time. You know, can have any rule you want. Yeah.
You're not unique. Nobody's unique. Got it.
You would rather be weak then?
No,
'Cause, if you
I
have-
would rather, and this is balanced. I'm not saying that it's not. This is balanced.
Right, and what I'm saying
But-
is there are 5 vanilla chapters, right?
Yes.
So Imperial Fist got to go somewhere on the 5. Somebody's got to be the bottom of the 5, right?
Well, might as well be Imperial Fist.
That's not what I'm saying, but it
Oh,
could be.
okay.
What you want essentially is you want a unique Imperial Fist, but you want to be the top of the 5, right?
Nope. Nope.
I don't understand what you want here.
Just like everybody else, we want uniqueness. We want, we want to be known for a particular thing. Why
but
can't
Imperial Fists
that
have
be a
been-
thing?
Because Imperial Fist rules are bad.
Okay, but fix the rules that Imperial Fists have so they can be good or okay.
No.
Instead,
that's not gonna
we're
work.
just.
That's not going to work, because if you do that, everybody who's been playing Imperial Fist for the last few years is going to say, why do we have this bullshit rule? Because we've always ignored cover. And that puts them right back to being weak.
I'm saying fix the rules that
Take
made
the
them
strength.
unique.
Don't be unique,
You
be
know.
strong.
Be strong. So again, it's. I pretty much gave up this entire the argument because it doesn't matter. It stopped mattering. It doesn't freaking matter. Imperial Fists are always going to be vanilla. And okay, yes, we can do these combinations and have all these different things. And yes, we can have a good battle and they have some survivability. Absolutely. Do they have any uniqueness? No, they don't. But again,
The biggest complaint at the end of 9th, though, was that, man, I hate that Imperial Fists are always at the bottom. Let them be strong now. I don't understand where this doesn't make sense.
Okay, well, what makes Space Wolves unique?
What makes them unique?
Yes.
They have
What?
they have extra units.
Okay. What else?
And they're good at melee
Why?
because of their units are built for melee.
Why?
What is the answer you want to hear? I'm not sure where you're going.
It's not the answer that I want you to say. It's that we're comparing Space Marines to Space Marines. Now I know that Space Wolves are unique in their particular DNA, that they are actually have wolf DNA, blah 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 blah. Okay, but there's still an element of uniqueness in that army, in that unit. Okay, when 8th came out, 8th did bring on some uniqueness to some of the chapters, and that was my point. And it doesn't have to be extravagant. I'm saying give some kind of uniqueness or identity, to the chapters. I'm not asking it to be an absolute, Tau killer, but give some identity. Say, yeah, you know what? That's what my Imperial Fists are known for, and that's what I'd like to do. Again, I don't give a rat's ass if I'm at the top of the meta. I just don't want to be at the bottom of it. Does that make sense? Because it's the uniqueness that makes the attraction, right?
But why are you going so hard on Imperial Fists? They are the vanilla faction. They are Space Marines.
I understand that, but again, as you may have remembered, 8th edition,
Was
we
the
actually
only one where they got a
that's exactly
supplemental
right.
credit.
Once you taste it, you want it. So again, it's like
have
just like I
Templars
said.
now with their whole other book.
I'm not talking about Black Templars. I'm still on Imperial Fist here. So the argument is, once you give a taste of cookie to that kid, and you say, all right, you had enough, and that kid's going like, F you, give me that damn cookie. That is my argument. Again, it is a moot point because this is not going to go anywhere. My point is my stand, and it's not changing, is the fact that I personally would prefer to have the Imperial Fist have a type of uniqueness to them that makes them Imperial Fist. That say, hey, you know what? Yeah, that sounds like the Imperial Fist would do. But, you know, especially in lore, what were the Imperial Fists known for in the books? You know, in the actual 40K universe. That's it. That's all I was looking for.
In the 40K universe doesn't work in the game though. In the 40K universe, they're good at sitting in their own buildings and staying there.
Totally understand what you're saying, okay? But they're also, you know, anti-siege, anti-tank, and all that other crap, okay?
No,
again,
they're good at receiving the siege.
Yeah,
they can repel people.
I understand. So again, we had the Codex, we had a supplement specifically for the Imperial Fist in 8th edition. Mm-hmm. It went away. So we can't just pretend that didn't happen. That just doesn't compute. That is an illogical thought. Okay? The truth though is that this is where we are. You know, we are putting things together and we're saying, oh well, and this is the part that gets me the most, is the fact that it's saying, well, you don't have to be an Imperial Fist to actually do Imperial Fist things. Like, okay.
Imperial Fist things aren't good.
Okay, apparently they're trying to make it. So if you want to mount a heavy static defense in the mode of the Imperial Fist, well, you're not obliged to paint your troops yellow. So what does that say? So again, it's no longer, and again, I like I said, this is a moot point because GW is not changing in this, and I don't give a rat's ass anymore. It is what it is. You know, we make the right combinations to try to make the play, unique in itself, and you know, try to make it enjoyable. But there is no longer that uniqueness that I personally was looking for. That's all it was. Again, I wasn't looking for, you know, some kind of major change where it would cause the Imperial Fist to be this absolutely, you know, knockout, dragged out, you know, smoking everybody on the table kind of, army. That's not what I was looking for. Again, just some hits of uniqueness, just like everybody likes it. Here's the thing: when you identify with an army, and I can tell this, I can bring the same argument to every person here in this chat. You have an army that you enjoy playing. You identify with that army, okay? If you identify with that army, then you're going to find some things that you really draw close to it, okay? You adapt to it. You embrace it. That becomes what you think, how you act, how you respond, and how your play style is. And most people that actually select their armies, they do so by the way they play, for the most part. I mean, some people just don't care. They just play whatever, and they're really good, no matter what. But for the most part, people will select, you know, and not just Warhammer, in any game system. Same thing with Crisis Protocol. Same thing with with every other, other game system. You select an army that represents, or that you feel represents you, or you can identify with. That's it. But when the uniqueness is actually taken away, once you've had it, you're kind of left a little bit like, it kind of sucks. That's all I'm saying. Does that make sense?
Uniqueness, but you don't want to be the bottom of the meta.
Okay, you're stuck on this old bottom and top of the meta. You're not listening to...
You were so upset at the end of 9th edition. That's why I'm like, you can be happy now.
Okay. So yeah.
I'm only bringing it up because that was one of your biggest gripes at the end of 9th edition.
Yes, it was, and it's a useless point because it does not change. What is unique about Mythos? What is unique about Freak? What is unique about Oni? Every person has something that is unique. Otherwise, if everybody is cookie cutter, oh well, then what makes it unique? You're still on this, meta. I'm not asking. I'm not talking about. Okay,
there were so many streams where you were upset.
Again, Again, I am not asking to be at the top of the meta, but I'm definitely asking to have some type of balance with some identity for the Imperial Fist. And you know, the thing is, just about anybody will ask for the same thing for their own army.
It's fair. I was really hoping some of this new power boost here would make you happier with your army.
It doesn't. It's fine. I'm okay. But what really pissed me off was that blurb right there. That's the part that jarred me. Why do they have to say that? Why do they have to put it on there? You don't even have to add it on there. Just put it on there. You have this, you have this, you have. Everybody can do this. So then why mention Imperial Fist if they don't, you know, if there's nothing unique? Because technically there aren't. And I totally agree with you. I am not disagreeing with you that in this context, the Imperial Fists do have a fighting chance. Absolutely. That is not my argument. My argument is that their uniqueness or their identity has been pretty much lost based off of what they're saying here. That's all I'm saying. Again, with proper combinations, I do believe that vanilla, whatever you want to call them, Imperial Fists, you know, Salamanders, whatever, you know, they can be super strong, or they can at least be survivable, right? I mean, that's the consensus. That's where we are now. But why put that on there? Why do we care then? If we're already restrict the identity of the particular army, then why do we care whether the Imperial Fist, you know, you don't have to paint your units yellow or not? That's all it is. And yes, fists aren't vanilla, they're banana.
A lot of people make their vegan vanilla ice cream out of frozen bananas.
But yes, I mean, I can appreciate a spirited conversation, you know, but again, this is just something that, and I'm not mad at you. I'm just, again, it is the language, the verbiage that they chose here that really kind of struck a chord, you know, because again, they gave that cookie to the Imperial Fist players, and then they took it away. And it's okay. You know what, guys? Y'all need to just calm your asses down and be happy that you can be as strong as the Salamanders, and the Salamanders can be strong as Imperial Fist, and everybody can be as strong as everybody, because you know why? Everybody's balanced. Everything's good. Everything's happy. Oh well, but we're Imperial Fist. Nobody gives a shit. You're a Space Marine. Oh. So, just because we have Imperial Fist, but I thought no. You thought nothing. You are now like that other guy. You're like everybody else. But guess what? You can survive now. You can be strong now. Oh, okay. I guess we can. Go team? Go team, go?
If it makes you feel any better, I think the Space Wolves rules are crap. So I plan on using this next attachment. We're going to talk about the Firestorm Assault Force for my wolves.
Firestorm Assault Force. Their detachment rule, close range eradication, grants the assault keyword to all weapons, letting units advance without losing their ability to shoot. That is pretty badass. Once they get close enough, that extra pip of strength puts many weapons over critical thresholds for damage. All right, here it is. The detachment rule, close range eradication. So, range weapons equipped by Adeptus Astartes models from your army have the assault ability, okay? And each time an attack made with such a weapon targets a unit within 12 inches, you add 1 to the strength characteristic of that attack. That is freaking cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped about that.
Yeah, that is really good. So your Eradicators will love how their Strength 10 melter rifles do a much better job of boring holes in the Toughness 10 tanks, while Infernus Marines do an even better job of barbecuing Tyranids and Orcs with Strength 6 Pyroblasters. So yeah, that is pretty cool. And you get an additional strength characteristics. That's pretty badass. And the neat thing is, it is not what do you call it? A command one. It's an actual detachment rule. So pretty freaking cool. So while you're that close, you might also like to crack a few heads open with boosted melee weapons on your fightiest character, and the War-Tempted Artifice enhancement provides. Who doesn't love power swords that hit as hard as a power fist? Look at that bite ass there. So War-Tempted Artifice. Having labored long in the chapter's forges, this warrior smith has crafted his personal armaments. Each weapon is a masterwork tool of death and dealing, wrought with care and strength, and embellished with the icons of their maker's brotherhood. All right, Adeptus Astartes Infantry model only. You add 3 to the strength characteristics of the bearer's melee weapons. Jeez.
A pretty boost.
That is, yeah, that is a hell of a boost. I'm curious.
Makes things like Thunderhammers and Power Fists that normally cap out at 8.
Yeah.
Actually capable of doing
10,
things
11.
like beating on a Rhino or a Dreadnought.
Add 3 to the strength characters. That is dangerously beefy as hell. Good lord. Oh wow, that is insane. This detachment is also great for any chapter that likes to move quickly or smash vehicles in close combat. There, you just said it. You know, White Scars particularly get a lot of mileage from the assault ability on their Outriders and Invader ATVs. So you think this is a good opportunity to actually bring the Outriders back? I mean, it seems like they're trying to, you know, they're trying to get them back up on the table, because a lot of people stopped bringing them.
No, this isn't the one I was thinking of. I think it's in the next article. I think one that'll be good for White Scars with their Outriders. I mean, the ranged weapons will be good for the ATVs. Right on.
Letting them position for future charges without losing vital firepower, while Iron Hands armies packing plenty of dreadnoughts can reap the benefit of boosted strength even while locked in close combat, thanks to the big guns never tire rule. And lastly for today, we return to the old faithful Gladius Task Force. Oh, a familiar detachment for all who've deployed their Space Marine. I am familiar with that in their new edition. Okay, cool. Returning to the fold with the same enhancements, stratagems, and combat doctrines, detachment abilities you know and love. The Gladius Task Force remains an adaptable, take-all-comers army which support any kind of unit. The Armor of Contempt stratagem is now found across all 7 Space Marine detachments. It's the Space Marines. You know, I remember the time you told me about Armor of Contempt, and that was such a game changer.
Oh yeah, I like that it remains even as a stratagem, and even if it's not army wide anymore.
Yeah. So it is Gladius Task Force battle tactic stratagem. When the opponent's shooting phase of the fight phase, just after an enemy's unit has selected its target. Your target is one Adeptus Astartes unit from your army that was selected as the target of one or more of the attacking unit's attacks. Effect: until the end of the phase, each time an attack targets your unit, worsen the armor penetration characteristics of that attack by 1. Make sense for me.
So if you get shot with a AP1 weapon, it's going to become AP0. You get shot with AP2 weapon.
Gotcha. Okay, less than the penetrate. Okay, I understand that.
Just like it used to do.
Okay. During Armor Contempt. Okay. All right, I think this is the one you were talking about. Yeah, Space Marines and the new detachments aren't just for the first founding chapters.
Yep, that's the one.
Each chapter of Space Marines has their preferred ways of fighting, from the massed jump pack assaults of the Blood Angels to the disciplined firing lines of the Imperial Fist. Y'all are motherfuckers. However, all Space Marines are drilled day and night to fight in whichever way fits the mission best. And that's why in the upcoming Codex, Space Marines, all 7 detachments, can be adopted by any chapter that sees fit. As we saw in Monday's first look at new detachment rules, 6 of these are themed after the method of war commonly employed by the 6 first founding chapters, which mostly closely follow the Codex Astartes, but the rules are flexible enough to represent any army. The Stormlance Task Force, this is the one you were talking about, yeah?
Yes, that's one.
The Stormlance Task Force, for instance, contains several enhancements and stratagems geared toward mounted units like Outriders and Invader ATVs. However, their detachment rule, Lightning Assault, doesn't require that keyword, so all your units can charge turn after turn. Lightning Assault, here it is. So, units from your army are eligible to declare a charge in a turn in which they've advanced or fell. But that is crazy. So, whew. Damn. So you can actually advance right into it close enough, and then guess what? Charge again. So would that be how you use it, Mythos? If you were using for your
yes, my wolves for sure. I mean, I'm going to use them with my white scars also, but really for my wolves, because that was, I don't know if you remember back in 7th edition though, there was formation called the Death Wolves, and I used to use this all the time, which gave the whole detachment, advance and charge. And I ran that every single game in 7th edition because I just loved it for my Thunder Wolves, my Fenrisian Wolves, my Blood Claws. So I think this will even make slower units like my Terminators and my Aggressors, if they're slow, I think this extra little speed boost here will help, drive them towards the battle. So,
and it's just a detachment, which that's kind of cool because you can actually put it on anything.
Yeah, and like I said, I really hate the Space Wolf rules.
Right.
And so I would much rather throw them into this.
Yep. It's a great ability for low-cost armies that might not want to spend points on dedicated transports, as the opportunity to charge after advance gives foot-slogging and assault infantry the vital boost in mobility. And of course, if you're using them, using units such as like you said, your wolves, your bikes, anything that has that, is it 12 or 14? 14 still, right? Your wolves still have a 14-inch move?
Wolves are 10.
10, okay. And the bikes are 14.
Are 14, yeah.
Gotcha, okay. It's also a top quality choice for any models whose abilities activate after a charge, like the new jump pack intercessors. The mortal wounds they deliver with Hammer of Wrath can really rack up. I want to get these guys so bad, especially when dished out on every, yes, they freaking do, one of their turns. This is just, that's
What's funny is the army that I have waiting in the wings is Blood Angels. So I haven't even looked at the Blood Angels rules, but right now I have 3 Space Marine armies that all fit into this set of rules that they're previewing.
Mm-hmm.
And now that has I am so sorry, chat. I have completely fallen behind on the chat. Let me let's see. Mini Warmat says, my Desert Angels are special, no matter what GW says. Waiting for the Codex to drop before I decide. Those would be nice with Wolves. I like Gabe says, drilled all day and night? Marines don't have to sleep. And then talking about this detachment, well, that has my attention for Wolves.
Yeah, definitely is a good one for Wolves, yeah, for sure. Now, Hellchild, I noticed that, man. You Marines never sleep. Jump Pack Intercessors, I'm going to get me, I've got to get me one of these. I just, and you know what, man? To hell with those stupid ass flight stands. We don't have those anymore. I like that. It looks so good.
I'm so glad.
Ugh. Each time, this is the Hammer Wrath, each time the unit ends a charge move, select one enemy unit within engagement range of it, then roll 1d6 for each model in this unit that is within engagement range of that enemy unit, or each 4-up that enemy unit suffers a mortal wound. Damn!
What is really interesting here is that was the rule for the assault marines that they got rid of with the first one.
Yep.
And so this really does make the jump pack intercessors a spiritual successor to those first 4 units.
And this is what I said before. I said, because before, I said, oh man, I'm not sure how I feel about GW doing away with Firstborn, right? I mean, that's the first stuff we started working on, and you're gonna ditch them? Honestly, I absolutely love what they were replaced with.
It really does go a long ways towards kind of putting them in the same boat as the Primaris Terminators.
Yeah.
Where they're not necessarily, don't think of them as Primaris Terminators. This is just the next step in Terminators.
Okay, and I like how they did it gracefully. They didn't just, rip the Band-Aid off. All right, that's it. Everybody out of the pool. They really went in and said, okay, you know what? You guys you can still play them. There's still rules for them. You can still hang on to them. But eventually they're going to phase out, and, you're going to, it's almost like them saying, you're going to really like what we're replacing them with. And it's true. I personally, this guy, I personally feel that these sculpts are freaking amazing.
Now, I have seen an argument where some people feel like, these new poses are dynamic, but they prefer the what's it called? The way that I don't know the right way to describe it, so I'm going to describe it this way.
Sure.
The way the old ones were kind of like Legos, and a lot of people say it had more posability. You could do more with them. I guess. I like the dynamic poses, but they're less kit bashable,
I get it, yeah.
I don't... Okay.
But is that a showstopper? Yeah, go ahead.
Unpopular opinion here.
Go for it.
Okay. They're very blocky in stance, right? You have this, right? And you have this, right? Where they're just arms down, right? Or pistol forward. But it's like Lego, it's up and down. It's the same 90-degree socket here,
I agree.
And so a lot of people did some interesting things, and of course you could do some, sanding, filing, change the angle a little bit, but there are some amazing kit bashes out there, especially from people who can completely change the sculpt with like green stuff and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, totally agree.
But the average person's kit bash are of the static, I'm standing like this, pistol sword guy.
Yep.
Is very limited to what they can do with this, right?
Yes, I agree.
And like I said, there's some interesting things, but there are all a lot of variations on the blocky pose.
Sure.
I think, personally, this always looked a little unnatural, right? I think there's more natural feeling, I think it's just an overall better aesthetic.
That's it. Yes. Okay. So why what's the whole purpose of doing, of actually doing conversions?
Because you want to change the way it looks, right?
Change the way it looks. But what? I mean, you want a more dynamic pose. You want it to look pretty badass. You want to add extra stuff.
Yeah.
In some ways, it's kind of, again, it could be a very unpopular thought here. This is just my opinion. And it's not gospel, nor is it, it's my opinion on this is that I think GW did a great job saying you won't need to do that. This I personally feel this targets the new player because, when we were looking at, when I first got my, my assault Marines, right? They were, I thought they were cool, but they were pretty blocky. They're like, okay, they could use a little help. Honestly, I'm looking at this, if I were a new player, coming in and I see this sculpt, I'm like, oh, hell yeah, sign me up. Again, this is my opinion. I don't speak for the masses, but for me, I think this is very attractive. This is very, very, I like this a lot.
Yeah, it looks incredible.
Yeah, it does. And for that, I have to give GW credit where credit is due, that they went ahead and they said, okay, yes, we're pulling away the old stuff. We're pulling away the Firstborn. But hang on, we're not burying them. They're just going to be on a little side. But this is what we're replacing them with. Bigger and better and beefier. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, they look great. Fish says they've got the same ability as the Squig Hopper in Age of Sigmar.
Nice.
Hellworks asks, will they be battle line or support? I really feel like they're going to be support just because the battle line's been reserved for like very traditionally troop choice units.
Yeah.
And even some troop choices have been moved into support. Kit bashes are possible with anything. At your skill level, sir, yes.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. He can kit bash a freaking toothpick and make it look something amazing.
I Like Game says, hobby tip. If they sell this in squads of 5 models in a box, get some assault intercessors and some jump packs, boom, 10-man squad.
Yep. You're not wrong, man.
Hellwork says, I'll have 30 of these in October.
Ooh.
I'm not waiting for the official model. Nice.
Okay, we need to talk. I'm just saying. I'm just asking for a friend. Okay? His name is Freak, but he has the same name as mine. All right, here we go, guys. Even less mobile assault troops like Blade Guard veterans and Terminators can take advantage of. Okay, cool. The Wind Swift Evasion stratagem allows you to reposition or chase down fleeing enemies, and aggressive commanders can ensure their troops get close enough for hand-to-hand combat. All right, so here is the stratagem for the 101 As Beaten. When your opponent's movement phase is just after an enemy unit ends a normal advance or fall back move, target you one Adeptus Astartes unit from your army that is within 9 inches of that enemy unit. And the effect is that your unit can make a normal move up to 6 inches. So, you're trying to fall back? No, not so fast.
Or the other way around.
Yeah.
Somebody hits your squad of fighting people with their squad of Terminators, and you're like, oh man, if he hits first, he's going to wipe my fighting guys.
Yeah.
So they
get right into it.
Charge you, and you're just like, nope.
Not today. Yep. The restriction is you can't select a unit that is within engagement range of one or more enemy units. That makes sense.
Hellwork says, Freak, I'm going to send you 10 because I want to see how you paint them.
Oh, don't tempt me with a good time. Oh, yeah. I'll do it. Oh, hell yeah, I'll do it. I'm going to do some fancy shit with it, too. Guaranteed. Stealthy armies prefer to mitigate as much damage as possible while they engage their targets, and the Vanguard Spearhead Detachment is perfect for exactly this kind of combat, but their techniques are also a fit for long-range shooting armies who want to keep their targets at arm's length. This is actually interesting because for me personally, the last 2 to 3, the two versions, right? There wasn't a very big emphasis on what do you call it? On stealth. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I remember when we were in 7th edition, for me, the stealth was kind of big for my my scouts, and that was really the last time I really focused on stealth in those.
The Phobos have always had kind of a bit of stealth stuff, and then of course the Raven Guard as well.
Raven Guard. Yeah.
That's why Phobos units were really popular with Raven Guard.
When did Phobos come in? They came in 8th or 9th?
I want to say.
8th, okay, yeah. Okay. All right, here it is, guys. Strike from the Shadows. And I kind of liked it because it kind of makes you, include a lot of the different styles here. All right, Vanguard Spearhead, Battle Tactics Strategies, baby. When the shooting phase. Target. You one adept to start its infantry unit from your army that has not been selected to shoot this phase. And the effect is until the end of the phase. Each time a model in your unit makes a ranged attack that targets an enemy unit that is more than 12 inches away, improve the ballistic skill and armor penetration characteristic of that attack by 1. If one or more enemy models are destroyed as a result of those attacks, select one of those destroyed models. Whew. That destroyed models unit must take a battle shock test. Wow.
Nice.
Wow, that's... Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's see. Hellchild says 8th with Reavers. Okay. Yep,
Oh, yeah, Reavers were the first Phobos units.
Yeah. And I like Game says, I love my Phobos. I got about 500 points painted as raptors in a jungle.
Nice.
My man, I would love for you to kind of send us pics of those. I really would like that. And if you don't mind, we'd like to share it on Art of the Week. It really would be really cool if you could do that.
Speaking of which, we don't have a lot of Art of the Week tonight, but I think the first entry in Art of the Week tonight is does include or is a raptor model.
All right, here's another detachment rule. Shadow Masters. The warriors of Vanguard Spearhead slip through the shadows half seen. Specters barely visible to the foe. Enemies blaze away into the gloom with increasing panic. Their shots flying wide as covert specialists encircle their victims and prepare to level the killing blow. Each time a ranged attack targets an Adeptus Astartes unit from your army, unless the attacking model is within 12 inches, you subtract 1 from the hit roll, and the target has the benefit of cover against that attack. So not only do you get the benefit of cover, but you also subtract 1 from the hit roll. That is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
That is really cool. Again, this is pretty cool. So let's see something here. Actually, speaking of that.
Also, I think this is even bigger because before in the last edition, there was terrain that could give you -1 to hit. But now that terrain doesn't do it, it's a rarer thing. And I think having that as an attachment rule to get that -1 definitely adds some survivability.
Oh, absolutely. Because originally, really, like for example, like scouts or whatever, the Phobos or for the most part, they have the cover save, because they have the cloaks or whatever, and kind of allow them the ability to be able to just kind of mitigate some of the some of the fire. Having this, that makes them hard as hell to hit.
Yeah. Or even we were talking earlier about how tough Terminators are this edition.
Yeah.
Imagine Terminators that are harder to hit.
You know what? I have to wrap my mind around that because I'm not used to seeing that. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Huh. All right, we got one more here, and this is. Hey guys, let me tell you in the chat. This is the part that I really thought was the coolest. So here it is. Who's freaking digging me?
Oh, I sent Art of the Week. No, wait, that wasn't recent.
No, that wasn't you digging, baby. I forgot to mute one of them. So one of the channels. Okay. All right, here goes, guys. Boom. Heresy Thursday. Actually, it's Friday, but it Thursday. Space Wolves get a predatory Praetor and a new Mark IV heads. Oh. Okay. This. Oh my God. Screw it. I'll just read it. The Space Wolves were the Emperor's attack dogs. Their gene seeds altering their physiology and creating warriors with enhanced senses, superhuman reflexes, and heightened aggression.
Oh,
they're like. Do what?
Were you offering me to read it? Sorry, I was trying to steal more Art of the Week.
Oh no, I can read it. No. I'm just excited about showing this. This is pretty cool. Unless you wanted to read it, I don't care. I mean,
Go right
wanna read
ahead.
it?
People love your
Oh.
sexy voice.
Oh, my sexy voice. Okay. Okay. All right. Their lightning-fast assaults were famous, and when they were left off the leash at the Thousand Suns, their feral nature became the stuff of legends. Among them, their praetors are some of the most feared across all the legions, and now they have a miniature that matches their status. Oh, baby!
That looks so good.
God,
That is
dog,
such a cool
yes,
model.
It freaking does. It
The axe,
does.
the armor,
It
the helmet,
does.
the pelt. It's so perfect.
The pattern on the armor, the chains
Yes.
on the side.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not a big fan of banners. That one does look cool though.
Yes, it looks. It's not gaudy. It's not one of those big goofy banners that you throw. Hey, look, he's got a flag in the back. It's like, no. This looks good. This looks freaking good. And what I like about this pattern, it looks so Nordic.
Yeah.
It just looks so.
The
freaking-
pattern on the axe as well.
Yes. You know, but with the others, you know, you have runes. I like runes. Runes are cool. But
Yeah.
dude, this right here, this straight up is badass.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, it's just gorgeous, dude. I really, man. I meant to show my son-in-law Robert this because he will probably want some of these. He'll probably use them to play his regular Space Wolves. But man, that is just sexy as hell.
We need a game with that guy.
Yeah. Armed with the master-crafted frost axe, this Legion Praetor is dripping with Fenrisian style from his Itherune armor.
He's got drip.
Drip. Itherune armor. Covered with intricate engravings and a trophy pelt of a hulking Fenrisian wolf. Quite the prize, given how vicious those canines are. Man, again, that is really all jokes aside. This is a gorgeous freaking model. It is. Damn, I
want it. I want it.
yeah, it's party. It's so party, Paul. Armed with a master grab, whoever did that, dumbass. Okay, here we go. And here is a close up of the axe. Here's a close up
Hot
of
take,
the
Space Wolves would have been cooler if they were Squats or Leagues of Otan. No way, bro.
You need to stop that. You take that back. Look at this. And it's just going to get better. Okay. Oh, this, again, one of the best Space Wolf faces / heads that I have ever seen.
Yes, I love that head, that face and head
This.
combo.
Gosh, dog.
I love head.
Oh, what?
What? I love that shield strapped to his back. It just looks amazing.
Oh my gosh, this just looks so freaking good. It just looks amazing. It just, again, great job. I mean, it's just, and the shield is really good. This resin brawler from Forge World also carries a bolts pistol. And did he say resin? And an embossed shield hung
Yeah,
over
because
his.
it's a Forge World model.
Yeah. Well, luckily he doesn't have long, like thin things that will wind up bending or breaking. Shield hung over his backpack and cape. What's more, he comes with the options for a stylish helmet or an unhelmeted head with a majestic beard. Yeah, I would. I don't know. I'd be torn because that helmet looks pretty cool too.
Yeah. I think I would keep the head on this guy and use the helmet on another character.
Yeah, I can see that. That's not all for the Space Wolves this week. There's a new set of Mark IV Legion heads on their way. A new selection for to replace the previous wolf style heads. Oh.
They're okay.
Um.
I'm just not a fan of the beaky heads,
I'm the same way.
and the markings on the nose look weird to me.
Yeah.
I like the bear head out of that. Yeah, if you're into Beakies, they're nice models. I'm just not
Yeah.
into Beakies.
Yeah. I am the same way. I don't know. They look like turtles. That's just I'm sorry. They look like turtles.
You know the
Teenage
thing where
Mutant
too
Ninja
many
Turtles
holes make you uncomfortable?
What?
You know the psychological condition where too many holes make you make you uncomfortable?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. What it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
That's how I feel about the markings on their face.
Yeah, it's almost something's about to fly out of there. I don't know. The bear head is actually pretty good though. I personally like that. I like the little cuffling thingies, whatever, for the beard and mustache. Really cool. This set of living resin heads includes 4 different designs with vents, ornate crests, and embedded gems, plus a helmet with a top knot and savagely styles unhelmeted area. Okay.
I like Gabe says, I'll kit bash Voltan from Fenris just to bug you. And he goes, actually, that'd be pretty cool. That would be cool to see, actually. I have said, like, the Berserkers and stuff from the Votan range would look cool in Space Wolf colors.
Yeah.
Thomas thinks the new Wolf Beakies are nice. Hey, like I said, if you like Beakies, then absolutely.
It's all good, baby.
They totally made these because people ranted about the wolf-themed heads. I agree. I actually like the wolf-shaped heads in all of the versions that they've done so far.
Yeah.
I knew somebody was going to go there. I like Gabe says, there's never too many holes. Sorry. I wish they had done them like the leather helms. Yeah, the Forge World, before they did Heresy 2.0, Forge World had the upgraded heads set, had the some of the leather masks from the novels in them. That's pretty cool.
Okay. I need you to explain this.
That is there's a chapter of Space Marines called the Raptors, and they're very themed around modern military. So often they're done in jungle green. Sometimes they have camo. They've always, like, if you look at the Marines, they're usually done with the extra, like, pouches and grenade holes and grenades and holsters. They're always done in a very tactical kind of style. And so
who gets credit for this?
That's what you need me to explain. There's a cat out there named Mythos Miniatures that we follow. It is not me. It is another dude named Mythos, which I thought was crazy.
Holy cow! I have enough dealing with one Mythos. I'm just saying. And then we got another Mythos running around. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Great freaking job, Mythos the second. Can only be one.
I think he's Mythos the first. He's got more gray in his beard, I think.
I don't hear that. This is gorgeous work.
Yeah, really. I like Gabe says, my boys! The Grey Slayers upgrade set. That's what I was thinking about. Thank you, Hellchild.
Yeah. Beautiful, 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 man. Look at this.
Actually, Snort's Raven Guard successor. Yes, they are Raven Guard successors. I'm just saying that they are themed around modern military, though.
Man,
all the jungle colors.
This guy, yeah. You know what? What was it that I was trying to remember? It reminds me of a game that I used to play. I don't know if I showed you that game. Well, it was a mech game, and this would remind me of it. And there was a skin that you can use. It was a jungle skin like that. And
that's cool.
Oh my gosh, dude! This is gorgeous. Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous work. Guys, if you have your paintbrushes, please pull them out. Make sure you have the proper I don't know, the proper lighters or incinerators or whatever you want to use to burn them, and you may condense the burning. Damn, dude, this is incredible. So good, dude. So freaking good.
Agreed. I love all the weathering and chipping in there.
Yeah, man.
It's just It's so well done.
So he has a lot of really, really cool. Oh my god, what is?
He is now Mythos the Better Patriot.
Oh. Okay.
He's Mythos Superior. He asked if it was Mech Warrior you were thinking of.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't Mech Warrior. It was another one. It was similar to Mech Warriors, and Steam had it out, and then somehow they folded. The game, the developers just stopped, and that game went away. And I'm trying to remember the name of the game itself, but it was so much fun, dude. I played the hell out of that. Anyway, this is gorgeous work, man. For Mythos the Second, good job.
Yes, other Mythos.
The other Mythos. This is by Radicraft Sam Tenez. Play with fire. Glasgow. Dioma. Wow. Oh my goodness.
There's diorama. Holy crap.
There's so much going on here. Good grief, dude. Look at, oh my goodness. I'm serious. I can watch this all day.
So much there.
No, it wasn't BattleTech either. I'm gonna lose sleep now. I guarantee you, I'll be up all night thinking of that game because I had to uninstall it because it was no longer supported anymore. They actually shut the servers down. That's how sad it was. But nah, man, this is freaking banging. I don't care who you are. That's. Oh, okay. So, oh my goodness. Oh, he's a Golden Demon winner. Holy crap.
Huh.
Okay.
I can see it.
Yeah.
It's definitely there. The quality for sure.
Wow. I like the little grot. That's so cool.
How do you say that name, freak?
Erka Martio.
That's awesome.
Unbelievable work. Jeez. That is... Dude, oh my goodness. You know... You say we didn't have... Huh. This is...
Hey, the Krieg!
Where are you at? Okay, see... Beautiful work, mate. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful work. I mean, gosh. Wow. Gorgeous, gorgeous work, man. Moving right along. All right, what do we got here? What we got here? Oh, it's the Ulster Nation.
Everyone say a quick prayer in the name of Ulster
All
Nation.
rise.
The Paint Emperor.
Paint Emperor has entered the building. Show respect.
Well, his work. I don't think he's up yet.
No. He is here in
Actually,
spirit.
he's here in spirit.
He is here in spirit, and whenever you invoke his name, he shall arrive. Everyone in the chat, please invoke his name thrice. If you say his name thrice, he will appear in the chat. No, really, it's a thing. Yeah, if you say his name, for some reason he just knows that we're talking about him. He shows up.
Oni has the correction there. It's a commended, not a Golden Demon winner. It's like an honorable mention. Still an amazing piece.
Hey man, why you want to pee on my Wheaties, bro? Why you want to do that, man? Go back to sleep.
On Ulster Nation's piece there. So this is orange. This is Orange Horse. He says, "I painted this model a long time ago when the heresy community was being a bit too serious for their own good. I'm quite proud of it."
Very nice.
So you guys know in Heresy, there's a lot of rivet counters out there that says you've got to have the, they're very serious about the Heresy era. Elston arrive already, says Howard. I'm out of the basement. I do what I want. Yeah, I said his name and I screwed up all my paintwork. Oh,
oh no.
But so there's a lot of rivet counters out there who will be very upset with you, and some even refuse to. I've heard cases where some people will refuse to play other players if their army has not got the right coloring, or if it's not got the right squad marking, or whatever, or if even some extremes where people are like using 40K models for 30K. Well, in 30K, only the Emperor's children were giving the honor of wearing the Emperor's Holy Aquila on them. And so, but if you look at 40K Space Marines, they all have the Aquila. Right. Well, if you use 40K Marines in 30K, people used to get so upset for not shaving off your Aquila. And so, Heresy, a lot of people say the Heresy community is better now. I don't know. I haven't played Heresy. But yeah, it used to be a big thing about the type of, the type of people you might encounter while playing Heresy, about taking it super seriously. And so he's like, yeah, people want to throw a fit. I'm going to paint Horus.
I love how contrary he is. I love it.
I'm going to paint the entire, the centerpiece for the entire Horus Heresy in orange and black.
I love it, dude. Oh my god,
I love it. This is amazing.
Elf Nation, you're so messy. It's gorgeous, dude.
Work is trying to make me fat. They just brought me more barbecue. I want some.
Just let it happen.
Till late in the Heresy. I suppose other people were able to wear the Aquila.
Man, okay. So, oh my goodness, I can never. This is a level that I'm not there yet. Look at the stone. This is just freaking remarkable, dude. The stone, the work on the staircase,
yes,
on the railing. The broken part of the railing that is obviously part stone.
Looks amazing, phenomenal. Even.
Again, I'm going to invoke his name thrice. Elstonation. 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 Come forth. All right, that's all I can do. If he shows up, he shows up. It's freaking amazing, man.
During the Crusade, only Emperor's children had the Aquila, but after Horus went traitor, the other legions started wearing them. I didn't know that.
Ah, that's good to know.
Man, so if it's there for any part of the Heresy, why do people make such a fuss?
I don't know, man. They need to just chill out, Oh, hey, that's a little close and personal. Who gets the credit for this, Mr. Meathstos?
That goes to Who Took My Dice's daughter.
Oh,
this is
yes,
her first miniature ever painted.
Very nice. Proud Papa. No doubt.
I think it's supposed to be either a blue horror or a pink horror, but she made a green horror, and I think this is such a perfect skin tone that it really could be fit in as a grot as well.
Yep,
I think.
Yep. That's what I thought it was. That's what I thought it was at first.
Yeah, she did great.
She did fantastic.
I am so impressed. Like, there's a lot of adults I know. On a bad day, I don't highlight that well. That is really great work on that skin. It's so well highlighted.
Nice.
Good morning from the East Coast. You're an East Coaster, my friend. We still have about an hour before it's morning for us.
Oh my god, Elstonation, you need to stop.
This is, first of all, phenomenal piece by Paint Emperor Elstonation. But also, I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. I have been since I was a kid. And I'm playing through 16 right now. And Ifrit is front and center in the star role in Final Fantasy 16. And so I just love this. This is a take on a feat from Lion's Tower Miniatures. And so you can actually go get this from Lion's Tower Miniatures. It looks amazing. Just absolutely amazing.
So you know how I would say, yeah, I can do lava bases. No, I don't. I can't. I retract that statement. Completely retracted.
I love Final Fantasy. There's some Final Fantasy minis on Etsy I gotta get. Nice. Hellwork Stirs Bonfire. Wybird, good morning, my friend. Hope you're doing well.
Jeez.
That is just so good. The transitions on like the flames and the musculature and just oh my god, those transitions are just so thick.
Unbelievable, man. Brother Elston, you are a paint god. Unbelievable.
And like I said, playing through 16 right now where Ifrit takes such a center stage, it's just like, oh my god, I love this piece.
I like game says it best. Oh, that is ever sick!
That's so good.
Sexy AF, yo.
Side note, why didn't I include that in the articles today? I guess because we're mostly Warhammer folks.
Wait, did they?
Yes, they previewed a Final Fantasy tabletop RPG that they announced. So cool.
That is cool. That is so freaking cool. What? Stop. There. Yes, we're still streaming Nate's Miniatures.
For a little bit.
Welcome back.
Good to see you, Nate. I hope you traveled safely and that your kiddo's doing well at netball. We actually looked up netball.
We had to look it up because
we had no idea. And then I had to look up what's the difference between netball and basketball.
Yeah. When I looked up, I couldn't even show it to anybody because, well, I typed the wrong net and ball. So.
My favorite Final Fantasies are 9, 10, and Type 0. Nice. 10 is my lady's favorite. And 10 is amazing. I actually, to my shame, because I kind of wish I had played it now, I skipped 9, but I got to enjoy some of the story by watching my brother, Darklight, play it, or Raz.
Can you explain this? Hey, they look cool.
Oh, yeah. She's doing well. Oh, I thought netball was a global game. Mainly women play it. Okay. Hey, don't put my spotlight on the 3D stuff. Any spotlight on the 3D stuff. Oh. Okay. Well, this is an Instagram creator, LoggyK, that's got some Viking stuff coming out. Speaking of Viking stuff here, Brother Thomas is doing some kit bashing and converting for his Space Wolves. And I think this is an Assault Intercessor, right? Brother Thomas? Or Brother Hellchild? So, pretty awesome stuff.
Cool conversion for Lysen, Darneth Lysen.
Okay, don't put any spotlight on because the dubs will shut them down.
Totally understand, baby.
Okay.
Thanks for letting us know.
I think we can go back to the film later on and snip it. We don't have enough power to edit the pic, but we can do that in the future, but for now we'll just snip it. Anyways, amazing conversion, brother. It looks great.
Absolutely.
I take that's an Assault Intercessor Sergeant?
This is by Red Eagle Studio.
Yes, this is Chaos Terminator. Looks awesome. You know, usually I see a lot of these Terminators done with black, and then just all that trim is done in the gold. But I think it looks really, I don't know, it really stands
It breaks
out
it down a little with the red. Yes.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Great. Makes it pop, man.
It really does.
You know what kind of reminds me of? What's that army that you did for? It was kind of the bluish with the red. Oh gosh,
that was the Crimson Fists that I did.
No, not the Crimson Fist. They had lightning all over their stuff. What were they called?
Oh, that was the Night Lords.
Yes, that's what it reminds me of.
You know, I've always, I know this is heresy, but I've always liked these Chaos Terminators, just because their sculpts are very cool. I like the tusks and everything. If I could make them less chaosy, I'd want to put them into Space Wolves.
That's pretty wild, man. Looks good, dude. Oh my.
Oh, it's not to put too much on it. I like games, but just because we don't, if it's too similar to a different creator, then they could be shut down.
Yes.
And we don't want to get anybody shut down.
No, we're not going there.
This Templar's repulsor here is incredible.
Gorgeous.
I love the way they've shaded their black.
Unbelievably beautiful.
It is, and I know this from all of my attempts, it is so easy to go a little too hard and turn your black highlighting into a gray model or a blue model or whatever. I have done that many times, and I've had to go back and, okay, I got to change this now, because it no longer looks like a black model with highlights, it looks like a different color. And so this person has done this, executed this very well. And I definitely, I feel like I can especially feel it because, you know, I've had it defeat me, especially on these larger pieces, like doing the tanks and the Stormfang and stuff like that. You know, for reference, if anybody who doesn't know, my Space Wolves are black. So, in doing like these vehicles for my Space Wolves, I have never been able. I think I ended up leaving them mostly black, with, you know, minor highlights.
Yeah.
This person has really blended this.
They really killed it. Yeah, I absolutely love it. This is Bad Painting Studio. Very well done, Black Templar Repulsor. Gorgeous. Jeez and Pete. There he freaking is! I told you if you say it thrice.
Ah!
Else the nation, the Lord Emperor of Paint shall appear. All rise.
All rise, mother trucker. Wrong size, mother trucker.
Buongiorno.
Some fries, mother trucker. I'm sorry.
Hard eyes, mother trucker. True eyes, mother. The crapper. I'm sorry. That's my fault. If you back up the tape, you'll notice. You know, I'd be like, "Hey, let's summon the Lord Emperor of the nation. For if you say his name thrice, he shall appear." Yeah, and I said it. I said it thrice, and there you are. But I didn't realize you were in a pooper. Sorry, man.
Paint Emperor, I hope you don't mind. We were showing off your Ifrit and your Orange Horus. We talked about the rivet counters that you were fighting the power on.
You are so mathy. I love it. All right.
And so your work has been worshipped. Your name was called many times.
Yes, yes. Is that another one? Why did I skip that? This thing's being so weird. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh,
Lady Kane. Hello there.
You know what? All these things work for me.
Yeah. It's a good snapshot.
Lady Kane.
This looks awesome.
Yes. This is Chaplain?
No, it's
What is it?
Well, it was the Chaplain model.
Okay.
Let me take a look.
Does she say what is? Oh no.
It is one of their conversions for a Master of Executions.
Executioners. Yep.
So
Only
she
had it
has
right.
3 Master of Executions in her army, and she didn't want them all to be the same sculpt. So she has one based on this Chaplain model. In fact, I'm going to snag all of them real quick so you can see her 6 conversions. One with the Judiciary model, and then one she's got with a badass sight.
Oh damn.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
nice.
from the Blade Guard Chaplain, or yeah, not the Blade Guard Chaplain, the Blade Guard Banner Bearer.
Okay.
But yeah, so she's got 3 different master of possessions, and none of them are the same, which is awesome. I have to say, your highlights and transitions on that Ifrit Else Nation were absolutely mind blowing. It was so good, and I have been playing 16 lately, and I've been on an Ifrit hype. Oh, it was so good.
Oh, good. You got it. Okay. I was waiting. For
Whoa, what did I see?
Oh,
You saw a little bit of our Instagram feed. There's some stakes, there's some Master of Executions, lots of good stuff to see.
Lots of good stuff. There it is. There it is. I apologize for the massive execution. It is spanned, but I took some photos of them today. Beautiful.
So this is the one made from the Judiciary conversion.
Mm-hmm.
Also incredible.
Damn good. Very good.
She really makes the red and black look good too.
She really does, man. And mixing it with the, I would imagine that is not real metallics. That looks like,
Really?
I don't know.
I think it's just like really worn.
It could be.
Metal.
She did such a great job. It almost
Yeah,
looks like
absolutely
non-metallic
incredible.
paint. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, hello there. Hello
And then
there.
third one, she turned the banner bearer, the ancient, into a 6 scythe conversion. That sword placement is choice. The one with the sword slung over the shoulder, that is the way the Judiciary comes, which is still awesome.
Epic sauce, baby. So good, man. So freaking good. I think that's everything, yeah? Let's see. Yep, that is everything, my friend. Oh, shoot, before I blast
I like
everybody
the
with...
banner tops as a backpack. Yeah, those are cool.
Turn off mega intro. Why? Why is it doing that? My goodness. What the hell you saying? Hold on, man. No, not that. What is going on here? It's weird because it's so stupid, man.
Well,
I don't understand. Okay. Let me see if I can turn my camera on. See if it will naturally behave. Come on, start. Start!
I can send you our logo if you just want to go back to the Art of the Week page. We can end on that.
It's so dumb, man. What is happening? Why? Oh, something. Hold on. I have something on. I need to find. There it is. We got it.
Got it? Okay, sweet.
Jasa.
All right. So that was a lot of awesome art of the week. Amazing work by everyone. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. For you something else to Nation earlier while he was on the crapper. I don't mind cutting off halfway through, but it's not a skill I want to become practiced in. This. Okay, I think I got. I think I got everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, guys, once again on the art of the week, if you would please, we'd like to get back at it. We want to showcase your work, wherever you are on your level. Remember, everybody's a different level, so we'd love to see your work. We'd like to celebrate with you, good, bad, or indifferent. We just want to be there on your journey. Through this through your hobby journey. We'd love to be a part of that.
My gosh, you did send me your balls. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
What?
I forgot to send you fishes. I forgot to send you Fish's balls.
I need to change this music. All right. Let's see. All right, let's start this over because the beginning makes sense. Oh, yeah. Fish just sent.
I am so sorry, Fish. I am a terrible human being.
Balls. It's called fish balls. Oh, yeah.
All right, that's where it starts. And then...
Because these fish balls can fit anywhere. You ever had fish ball soup? Fish balls. Mythos, how do you like your fish balls?
On the fish.
Say it. Fish balls.
Fish balls. Which are different than chocolate salty balls.
Fish balls.
Okay.
Best segment on here, baby.
This has become my favorite segment.
Fish balls.
No, honey, he's not talking about his balls. He likes sushi.
No, baby. He's not talking about his balls. He's talking about fish balls.
Hold up, honey. We listen here. He's talking about
Fish balls. Oh, yeah. Fish balls.
But yes, that is how I like my fish balls. On seaweed and rice, a little bit of wasabi, and a lot of soy sauce.
Fish balls is actually good. Great soup, by the way. Great soup. Really, really, really good.
It's the fish sauce that has me worried.
Yeah. Only the best here at the Frosty and Fist. Wow, that was what? 5 minutes? 5 minutes of fish balls? That's pretty best. We'll probably do a montage of that. What did y'all learn? What did y'all watch on Frosty and Fist? Fish balls. Mm. You know what's funny though? Mini Walmart is like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. You guys are sick. Oh man, I got to turn. I'm like, he's going to be saying that tonight. Crawl in bed. Fish balls. Wife's like, what? What is that? What are you?
I like sushi, honey.
We should have that whole soundtrack recorded and played for the Chippendales, man. Music in the background. Oh, yeah.
I definitely need that sound clip in a short. 5 minutes, that's great. Those hymns work. Sponsored by
Fish balls. Hold on. Let me do this again here.
Okay. Where's the fish sticks? Okay.
The Frostin' Fish. Brought to you by Fish balls. You can't have just one fish ball. You need two. You might get another one, but 2 fish balls is all you need.
Okay.
Sorry.
Whole new meaning to Jaws.
Hey man, respect the balls of fish. Okay.
All right, I sent you fish's stuff, and then Thomas just sent one more.
What's that? One.
I just sent you fish's stuff, and then Thomas just sent one more.
Sweet. Okay, hang on. Do. Come on. Art of the week. Here we go. Okay. Right then. Where are we? Ah, yes. The bowls of the fish.
So, he didn't have any wrecking balls for his trucks, and he picked up a couple. Wanted to make them wig for the tournament.
Oh, freaking cool, dude. Hell yeah, man. Okay, so let's see.
And you know how fish do.
Yeah.
He took the opportunity to give his models another splash of color.
Yes, sir. He do be like that sometime. Nice. Hold on. Gotta put it over here.
Oh, I didn't send you the spinny spin.
Oh, dude. So freaking... Dude, okay. This is so cool. You know what? It's funny because this definitely gives me Borderland vibes.
Right?
Oh, my gosh.
Baby shark, do. I need to coffee.
Okay.
Looking good, brother. I love those trucks. And like
Yeah,
you said,
dude.
it really does give it that Borderlands kind of
It
vibe.
really does, man. Man, those things. Serious Mad Max, man. Destruction. Oh, sweet. Spinny.
Oh, I did send the spinny.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh, that'd be cool if they were all on like one truck swinging at you like that.
Oh, man, yeah, right? Just kind of put the little motor on that.
Yeah.
Just have that thing swinging. We're swanging. All right, I'll stop. I will stop. Ooh. Oof. Oh, man. Oh, this is sick. Liberté Monica. Cheese and peach, dude. This is freaking epic.
Oh my gosh.
So I've actually thought about doing this kind of technique. Not to this degree. I don't think I will ever make this stud justice, but to do kind of like a night day. That is, I'd love to try that.
That Civitar looks so amazing.
It does, man. It looks so good, dude. Oh my gosh.
That very, very...
I'm done. New
It's
hobby
like a
now.
non-metallic kind of style, but like on regular colors, you know?
Yeah. They've done oh man.
Yes, the blade is awesome.
Everything about this is just phenomenal, dude.
I'm pretty sure Sevatar is like a Forge World resin model too. So, like, that's one thing that I'm super impressed with on the modeling ability. Look how straight that spear is. That glaive, rather.
Yeah, man.
You know, it's straight, and that is hard to do.
Great.
That is hard to do on a Forge World resin piece.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh, I had a spear for a Asterian Moloch.
Dude, this is for sale.
Yeah, he's got it up on eBay if you want to check out Liber Demonica.
Oh, dang it, man. Gorgeous, dude. All right.
Oh, you think that's their take on the model? That could be, yeah.
All right. Oh.
That is, holy crap, I'm all overexposed now. I started the show a little too dark, or before we went live. Now I'm like super bright.
Man, it's okay to be exposed every now and then.
And you don't want me exposing.
Just let it happen.
They do alternate sculpts too. Okay. Yep, it's a Primaris version. Okay, very cool. Thank you for sharing that. Well, Freak, do you have any favorite bits from the news tonight?
Really, it was all good, man. I really like that they've done some little changes, make Space Marines a little more viable, I think, in the meta overall. I really love that Space Wolf model for 30K.
Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah, and I really do like some of these, what do you call it? Not stratagems, because the stratagems, they're neat too.
The detachments.
The detachments, yeah. I think those are pretty cool. I think, we need to start, going through those and try to learn them, see how they work out. But I think it's pretty neat.
For sure.
Yeah,
I think I would like the the veteran detachment where you get the full rerolls on Oath of Bowman. I thought that was pretty good.
Yes.
I think I'm looking at that for my Ultramarines.
Yeah.
And then that one assault-based one looked good for my wolves and my white scar so far.
Makes sense.
Talking about me being overexposed, Steve Oni did say he light-skinned.
Hey, me light-skinned too, man.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. And thank you for those of you that submitted Art of the Week. We had some brilliant entries tonight. Hey, now frequent skin and blinded. If you guys liked tonight's episode, please make sure that you grab up an ox and smash that like button. Drop us some comments down below, especially if you're watching from the archives. Feel free to be part of any of tonight's ridiculous conversation. And if you guys are not yet subscribed to any of our podcasts, down in the link tree below. And if you're not subscribed to us, like me and this guy, then we would love to have you as part of the pack here on the Frost and Fist. Until next time, guys, stay frosty.
Hey, Frosty.
Bro.